3. The party is currently somewhere, trying to head towards Vincart. After an encounter with the Lucrata, which they have backed off from, the party traveled for a bit, and that's where we ended session. Okay. So at this time, let me look at the formation once more, but I believe we all have the wagon formation. That's not it. No, there it is. Clyde trotting behind the wagon, because you all are sledding around. Tamara is driving with Velkin up front. We lost Shadows again. We got Shadows back again.
He's at work.
Okay. Susie and Yasha are sleeping in the back. Bellatrix Garrick are currently on the wagon, and Clyde's trotting on behind it.
Well, I think we're still gathering our stuff and everything.
It's okay, Shadows. If you need to drop in and out, you're good. So yeah, I see Clyde recover bolt and cart, reload and follow party, so I believe we covered that. Otherwise, you are reloaded and following.
Okay.
Dungeon Master, do you remember if I used Lay on Hands? I know I did, I just don't know what day it was.
You did today, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep track.
You should try and keep track. I mean, you can certainly try to invoke it again, but your give me for today is no.
Oh, no. I'm not asking to use it. I'm just asking if I had already used it, because I'm marking it down when I do use it, so I know.
Okay. Alright. So, at this point, I'll pop in a new, but I imagine the party is just gathering their stuff and continuing forward. Velk and Tamara being AFK doesn't really change it, because they're running off of their best idea of where they need to go. Now, to be fair, the Lucrata did say the party was way off course and gonna get lost and starve in the cold. So this may adjust your actions.
Dungeon Master, yeah, I think we're gonna make sure we've got all of our gear and that we haven't left the sleeping people either, and continue traveling.
Dungeon Master, I will pull out my map to look at it.
Okay, you look at your map.
I just need to pull up a picture here. Okay. Spin the cat.
Spin the cat?
Spin the cast.
Vincart.
That's an R?
Mm-hmm.
That looks like an F on there.
Does it? Rip.
Yeah, it looks like
that does.
ST.
My R's look terrible.
Wow, you could have been a doctor.
I could have. My lost profession. My hand shakes enough for it, too. To be fair, there are plenty of R's to witness that with, like Ironhold, Toriel, Kertoplia, Veltor. Yes, Aiden.
Bellatrix will look around. Do I see any mountains? Like, how dense of a forest are we in currently?
Well, the forest is fairly dense, but the thing about mountains is you just kind of look up and you'll see them for the most part. Yes, there are indeed mountains to what you believe to be the north of you, and what you believe to be your, that'd be your left-hand side, which should be your east.
Okay. So on this map, I'm sure it's marked like how densely forest one area is.
Yeah, kind of. The adventuring
like,
parties just were like, okay, there's a forest here, it looks dense, but they didn't put too much effort into that.
But, you know, it's more, it looks like it'd be more dark on the map, or however they would show, okay, this is the forest area, like color it darker.
Something like that, yeah. Okay. Don't expect it to be too accurate. They don't have perfect knowledge of this terrain.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just trying to extrapolate how much information I can guesstimate from this and what's around me to figure out our exact, or at least what I believe to be our exact location.
That's going to be a tough one to do, but okay.
What I'm saying is, if we come from an area that wasn't as dense, and now we're in a denser area, I should be able to look on the map and see, okay, this place was shown to be lightly dense, and then the other one super dense, kind of. Reals, do you know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
And
You're looking for landmarks.
we got Gina.
Or something to try and figure out where we are exactly on the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Bellatrix. Nope, you're not getting anything. Again, you know you're somewhere in that 3 square by 3 square area that's to the north and to the east of Vincart. Like somewhere in there. You believe yourself to be probably close to the on the left-hand side in the middle of that 3 by 3 thing, possibly even further to the west, but beyond there you don't have a clue really. Welcome back.
Absolutely have no idea what you just said, and I know what you said. I just can't visually translate it on the map.
Yeah, give me a second. Open file location. Open with.
I was just trying to do this without asking you. Can you do me a "you are here" kind of?
Oh no, I'm about to do that. Don't worry. Paint. It will only take a moment.
I was trying to do it without having to get it. No.
Nah, you're good. So, Bellatrix just, and here, I'll include that because that wasn't included on the map, but it should be. So, Bellatrix, yeah. You know you're somewhere in the red square. You're fairly certain of that. You believe you're at the orange X. It's possible you could be off.
Okay, so not. We didn't even move that far then.
Thick snow's been slowing you down for a bit. So, with this knowledge, what does the party wish to do?
So why don't we head south by southeast?
I'm just going to be in agreement with that. I didn't know which direction we're facing.
Up is always north on the thing, but yeah.
Well, I meant how we're direction.
Oh, like I said, y'all were trying to go south by southeast. But okay, continuing. Same movement rate as before.
Yeah.
Okay, again, you're going more south than eastward just because of the thickness of the forest. That said, after that much time, huzzah!
Wait, I said south by southeast. I meant south by southwest.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I'm sorry. I heard west as well, or I translated it to west as well. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I have Velkin driving, and Velkin, after a certain point, or rather it was Tamara's driving, one of the two of yous. Anyways, you see a thinning of the forest that looks like you could head west, and possibly get closer to the road. Obviously you don't see the road, but just if I go this way, I gotta hit the road at some point. Do you wish to take that, or keep going south?
Can I get a repeat master? Yes.
Yes, servant. Okay, so the party was forced to head south because of the thickness of the forest which they're skirting. However, the forest is thinning a bit, and it looks like there's a way through without, that the wagon can go through, and that goes mostly westward. Or the party can keep going southward. As Tamara or Velkin is the one driving, I need to know which of those two directions or what exactly they'd like to do. Velkin, Tamara, you both... Oh, I see typing. Just go where the party want... Okay, where does the party want to go?
So we see a road to our west?
No, the forest thins out enough that the party could pass. It goes to the west. You believe that the road is to the west.
Then west.
West. Alright, that's what the party wants to do? Alright, rolling it.
Prills, what do you say?
Well, I'm at the rear, so I won't be able to see what y'all see, but yeah, west.
Okay. The party travels for about an hour or so more down this thing, and huzzah! The road. The section of the road that the party sees seems to be going by from northwest to southeast. And if the party looks down the southeast junction, they can see there is some large wooded city or town.
going towards the town.
Yes.
Haha. Yes, okay. Picking up the pace because the road is shoveled one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Either just trampled down by passages or something with the plow plowed it type of deal. So how fast does the party wish to go?
Are we on the road?
Yeah, at this point you all will have made the road.
Then we will have. Is there snow on the ground, or is it just now we see the road?
You all found the road, it's been plowed. There's still snow on the ground everywhere, but the road has been plowed. There's probably like a light caking of snow here and there.
Then we will have to pause and take off the sled part.
I was going to check about that. Alright, allowing time to do that. And by the time the party's done with that, it is getting kind of closer to lunch. Does the party want to stop and eat or press onwards to the city?
Lunchtime. Go ahead and eat.
Alright, allowing time for lunch and resting the animals. Anyone praying for spells? Doing anything special?
Mhm.
Okay. In that case, lunchtime passes without event, and the party has the wagon wheeled up properly onto the road. They are departing for the city of Vincart.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, that's an interesting result. I need to check that one. That's nighttime. What's that on this? That doesn't work here. That doesn't work. That's a non-encounter. Okay, I'm just gonna... Party passes like some bison or some winter animal that's grazing or whatever. The bison don't want to deal with the party doesn't want to deal with them because y'all are injured and want to quickly get to Vincart, right?
Mhm.
Alright, so y'all pass them by, they pass you by, and the party makes it to Vincart approximately 4 or 5 p.m. Wounded, with many wounds that need licking. Yes. Anywho, new at the city. Now, Tamara, I need to have the floor here for a second. Y'all can type up if you want. Tamara, as the city comes closer, your blood begins to boil. The people of Vincart built their city out of wood. Trees chopped down, shaved, so on and so forth. They have a wall, it's made of wood. Their house is all made of wood. You understand, of course, people need housing to live in, but this is excessive. The amount of death and destruction done to nature in the forest here, it angers you. You hate this place with a driving passion. The area around it's like they cut down every tree they could. They might have replanted a couple, but nowhere near the amount of destruction they've caused. As a druid, you hate it here. Like, a lot. Everyone else, you are very relieved to see the sight of potentially warm houses and good food and not being preyed on by monsters. So, looking for new, and the airwaves are now open.
Okay. Nearest temple. Okay.
Alright, give me a second to pull that up. No, that would be the wrong thing. This is Vincart, that's all the way at the bottom. Elvish cities, dwarvish cities, human cities. Vincart. Okay, let me do a check here. 40, 60, 80, 90, 20, 40. Okay. The nearest temple. He directs you. There's a temple to Vernellis towards the center of the town. He doesn't know of any others off the top of his head.
We'll head directly there.
Okay. Bellatrix, you actually could give me an intel check. 8.
8.
You've heard that there is a temple of Dactrine, like a proper temple here. You don't know where it is, obviously, but you have heard there's one here. Let's see, anyone else here? No. Velkin, no. Tamara, no. The druidic god does not have a shrine here, even. He would not piss upon this earth, it is so poor. Let's see, Bellatrix, Garrick, no. Okay. So the party is heading towards the temple, the rough center of town, asking along the way type of deal?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, after traveling for a bit, the party does make it more towards the center. There is a nice large magic crystal in the middle, as is standard for cities. You all pay about 0 mind, because you're all used to it. And yeah, after a bit of asking around, you will find someone who can give you directions to the temple. Go down there, climb that small hill there, yada yada yada. And the party arrives out front. There are guards out front wearing plate mail armor and thick fur coats and so forth, holding pikes.
Dismount and ask to see a healer.
Alright, they will invite those who are injured to come on in with them, and they'll direct you to a waiting room type of deal. Is everyone coming in? Clyde? Man? Building?
I'll guard the wagon.
Okay. So, I'm gonna... Velkin is. Tamara won't be. Okay, Tamara, you're staying out. So between Velkin, Bellatrix, and Garrick, I assume you're all gonna drag the prone, sleeping Yasha, Susie, and someone's gonna remember to grab the arm.
Yes.
Alright. Well, they will get you to a thing, and the clerics on duty there, oh goodness, and they'll start doing triages and such.
Hey, let me give you a hand, and tosses them the arm.
I mean,
Why 10 XP for a stomach-groaning bad pun? Fucking hell. Ugh. Congratulations. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So yeah, they will start doing some triages, and they'll ask, is the party donating to blah 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 blah. This ain't the Temple of Fernarno. They do expect payment before services, but if there's anyone who's in critical need, they can start doing the basic shit, which, would be Susie Yasha in this case.
Garrick will kiss 100 or 100 gem.
100 gold piece gem. Okay. They will take it. All right, they'll see what they can do. All right, so I'm gonna. Should I be nice here and not apply that towards Susie and Yasha? Y'all are just like, hey, we're dropping them off here type deal, and apply it to the 3 that went in. I should be nice. I think I will. Anyhow, so Susie Yasha there. Bellatrix Garrick. Oh, Velkin's 100%. Velkin's 100%. March 17th. Velkin, you are at 100%? Anyways, Garrick, you're at 25%, so obviously... yes, he is. Okay, duly noted, Velkin. Alright, so that's just Bellatrix, Garrick. Okay, that covers them pretty well, even 25 each. Alright, so yeah, Garrick, one of the clerics will, hold still and rub their hand together, and in the name of Renellis, may your wounds be healed and your strength restored. Oh, but only 1 hit point was restored. Alright. And that was Garrick. Bellatrix, again, same deal. 6 hit points to you. They will go for a round 2. Garrick gets another 7, and Bellatrix another 4.
So Garrick got to 7 or 6?
Garrick got 8 total, 7 plus 1. Bellatrix got 10, 6 plus 4.
Okay.
Alright, you can update your triages then. And I'll double check the DMG's thing here, because that's 4 Cure Light Wounds as y'all paid with a thing there. I'll see, maybe they have Cure Light Wounds like a lot cheaper, but I figure 25 gold pieces for a thing, that's decent. Especially for clerics which are non-aligned with it. Or, so on and so forth. Spell explanations. Cost of thing is a little bit lower if I recall. It's like 102, 104 thereabout. Yes. Cure Light Wounds. Oh, it has 1 for 100, so y'all got the bargain deal. And that's not including Susie Yasha, who I'll let Yasha wake up and figure out how she's paying along with Susie. Because I imagine y'all wanted that. Unless, Bellatrix Garrick, you'd like to apply a thing over, like, give them some more gold and they'll do something for Susie Yasha.
I would if there's any more gold to give.
I mean, the party does have some urns.
We haven't went to go cash those in yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I suppose trying to pay in coppers and silvers and electrums would be kind of raising the funny eyebrow. Anyway, they will, Susie and Nasha can rest here for a bit until you either come back, pick them up, or until they're able to walk out on their own. So at this point, those guys are over there, and I'll send them along after you as soon as Dom joins up. So, Bellatrix, Garrick, you're at 6646. Garrick. Yeah, no, they're not budging on any more heals. Unless you all are paying more, and y'all aren't paying more, so they'll inquire if there's any other services y'all require.
No.
Alright, in that case, may your day be ever knowledgeable. And they will usher you out, basically. Not slamming the door in your face kind of deal, but if the fighter has nothing to fight here and isn't paying for anything, perhaps he would find his sword arm better trained outside.
Huh?
Garrick, that was kind of a jab, well, not a jab at you, but kind of a hint. Hey, you're all about fighting things. This is a temple about learning things. Perhaps you'd find better training for your sword arm outside, because we don't do that here.
I thought we were leaving.
Oh, you all are leaving? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, y'all exit. Off to the money changer. Slight smile. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the party's goal?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, how is the party intending to find a money changer?
Was going to ask for directions.
Alright. The Temple of Renalis, or just outside, randomly?
Temple of Analysis, if they're
Right.
willing. I mean, I'm sure there's guards outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they'll point you. It's more towards the middle point of town, but the north mid, if you will. So you guys kind of have to backtrack. There's a reputable dealer there. Alright. So the party heads on off. Advancing time. That puts you all at there. Alright, after a bit of searching around, it's not the most thought-out city here. Y'all will find a wooden structure. Every single goddamn building here is wooden, except for some of the temples. And, yeah, they have a $ symbol out front. No, I'm joking. If only. But yeah, no, you'll inquire, and yes, there's some guards out there, a couple accountants, if you will, able to exchange things, but, y'all are, adventurers with huge quantities of coin. These are more the loan shark lender type deals, so they'll have you come out from the side door, and, okay, here, spread the stuff out on the table, and start counting it, right?
Right.
Right. So the party's unloading all their treasure,
Yes.
Right. BRB, getting food. This is Harry Potter music, I think. Yeah. Anywho, so there's 2 large sacks, which were on the wagon. There's a chest. There is another chest. And there's 3 urns. And the 2 large sacks originally were being held by Clyde, but he moved them to the wagon. Hey, Dom.
Hey.
Okay, we'll cover you in just a second, buddy. Your party got you to a temple and paid for some healing. They might do the basics on y'all. Anyhow, so this is the out-of-character shit here, which is about to be, bloop, on-world, as they now need to count that up. Someone, please total that into the total amount of things, while I go deal with Dom. Preferably do it out of the airwaves, as I need them. So Dom, your character's awaken in a temple. A nearby cleric or guard assures them it's okay, you're fine, and you're at the Temple of Renalis in the city of Vincart. Your friends dropped you off because you were both unconscious. They paid for some healing, but if either of you were interested before we get started in making a donation to His Holiness, that would be very appreciated. Otherwise, we will do some basic heals and get you on your way.
I don't have any money on me.
That is unfortunate.
None.
Do you wish to be healed?
Preferably.
Right. And Yasha, you're either signing this or writing it, or Susie is saying it for you. Or, nods, shake heads. Alright, the temple might be willing to work on a different arrangement of some form. Without knowing the exact details, is this acceptable to you?
Sure.
Alright. In that case, they will do the equivalent of that much. Okay. So for Yasha, right off the back, they will heal you for 6 hit points. Your throat does remain slashed and you are unable to speak. However, one of the senior clerics there looks at the wound and says that you're very fortunate it is not permanent. However, it is going to be a problem for a bit. For the next 3 months or so, you're effectively mute. However, if you take certain polyjuice that they can prepare for you for, they'll add on to your thing because you don't have any gold, or maybe you'll get it from your group. They had gold in their wagon, and you can pay back your debt now. Anyways, they can prepare it for you on good faith, and they'll add it to the task they have in mind for you, perhaps. And yeah, just drink the polyjuice for the next week or so. It should help heal your throat. It's very sweet. Don't drop it. And yes, after the first month or so, you'll be able to speak, but in more of a rasping voice. It's going to sound pretty horrible. After the second month, it will get better, but it's still pretty awful. And after the third month, you should be back to mostly normal. You're basically always going to carry that scar, though. It's going to be quite the conversation starter. So Yasha, your deity will give you, for spell-like powers and shit, you'll get the non-verbal version. It will just take longer to cast. And once you're able to start doing the verbal shit, you'll get that instead. Alright, not too bad. Susie. Susie, obviously, with a missing arm, that's a fun thing. They're keeping the arm cold for now, but they will. For 1 plus 6. 7 points for Susie. This should raise you into consciousness. Your arm has been bound, but it is not reattached at this time. As, you need to be conscious of them to make the deal of, okay, we can try to reattach this, but this is a very expensive service normally. On good faith that you're willing to do a large job for the temple.
Gold pieces. I got 19 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes. So on good faith that you're going to do a large job for the temple, and you will be made assured that you're going to prioritize this. The temple is willing to try to reattach it.
I can do it, yes. It being a priority may be a little difficult considering a group of very different religions at hand.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Susie, this is kind of the tipping point here. You're basically pledging to allow yourself to be quested to do a thing for this temple. In exchange, they will heal your arm, and they expect you to do this quest for them. Or are you declining, and it's like, all right, thank you for healing me, I'll try my luck elsewhere type of deal, or alternatively come back. Because I can assure you, even if the party threw all that money at the problem, that's still not enough to pay for a heal. Which is basically what you need. So just to skip through some of the back and forth here, you can take the quest now, or Susie, you're going to be one-armed for a bit. That's the best I can offer you. You lost an arm. There ain't nothing I can help you with there.
Susie will decline to the quest.
In that case, they will give you some instructions for preserving the arm, and you should get that reattached as soon as possible. Again, the offer is on the table here. There's a Templar for an Arno in town. Perhaps they can assist you better. They are known for being excellent healers. But no matter where you go to reattach a severed limb is costly. We wish you the best of luck. May you learn something delightful. Right. At this point, you both head out, and you'll find your party over at a money changer, as they left right behind you, and it's like, wait, guys, but they were going too fast, so you just tail them. This brings the party back together. Back over to the money. So, with 3,425 silver and 500 electrum, I can do the math here. Alright, the 250 gold pieces for that is easy. The 3,425 divided by 20 is 171.25. 0.25 of a gold piece is half of an electrum is 5 silver. And what'd you do, Grills? You, deducted it?
Yeah, I don't know where Bill is getting,
That's
104 gold
GP.
more, or silver pieces more.
Yeah, no, I don't know, Grills. Hey, Susie, this is God speaking to you. Take the deal. Susie, this is God speaking. you can roll back time here and take the deal, and you probably should. Cough, cough, hint, hint, cough. Okay, I'm done. The railroad is declined at this point. Y'all can decide if you want to follow it. It's derailed. Fine. Okay, Susie, in that case, they'll have you go to a thing, and this is going to hurt. A lot. And a senior priest comes on over, ups their hand, golden light glows, they chant a prayer to Vernellis, and you are healed for all but 3 of your hit points from wherever you are currently, and your arm stings and cracks and reattaches, and oh god, it hurts. They were not joking. But yes, you have your arm back, and they will explain the details of it, which I will do momentarily. Back over to party, because Yasha, you're to a lesser extent inclined. They were just hoping for more of a courtesy thing from you. Anyhow, I'll get back to you two in a moment. So, the number I came up with is 421 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
So, of course, there is the 10% fee of 42.1 GP and 0.5 SP, which is equivalent to 5 copper, because half of a silver is 5 copper. So that's a tenth of a gold piece is 2/10 of an electrum is 2 silver. Oops. So deduct that amount from what that thing is total, and I know y'all are going to be fun there. Someone go ahead and do the math there, and then y'all get to figure that out. No, Aiden. You gotta take that 421 and 5 silver, and you gotta subtract the 42 gold, the 2 silver, the 5 copper from it. And then you can start dividing it.
Or Beltrix can pay the 42 gold.
Okay. You're paying 42 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you're paying for it. Mark off your money, and then the party can figure that out. Good luck with that fraction. Okay, so Yasha, Susie, they will, back over to you for a minute. They're going to take you to a room with a map in it and show it to you and compare a couple things. And essentially, they found recently, they were sold a map to they're not sure what. Temple, dungeon, they're uncertain as to its nature. However, they believe there's a possible, powerful relic of some kind related to a certain holy order that they would like to possess. The relic is reportedly at the bottom of the dungeon. They just need a group of adventurers to come through and collect it. As for the location of it, you'll look at it, Susie, and you have the distinct impression that's the same dungeon you guys were just in.
Okay, the 0.14 of a gold piece would be 2 silver, 8 copper.
Confirmed. I think.
This was a pitiful haul. Wasn't even worth the trouble.
Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't the biggest haul. The party could have gotten more. And there is better stuff as you all go down. Anywho, so Yasha, they can't Gaius. They're not going to Gaius you in good faith. But Susie, they are going to place a spell upon you, known as Quest or Gaius. Basically, it's going to drive you to accomplish that in a reasonable time frame. You aren't going to overly delay yourself. No. The party gets injured and has to go back to town and heal? Easy. The party decides to fuck off and go for T-Rex eggs? No. You are going to be compelled to do that, to complete this quest. And since you are, as you said, willing to do it, because you're allowing the DM to railroad you, to get the heal, there will be no saving throw involved. Do you consent to this, or are you going to try and resist it anyways and incur the wrath of Vernellis? A 10 and a 50 gold piece gem? Okay. Susie, okay, you accept the quest, and boom, you're quested. You can just mark that. Quested to clear that dungeon. Specifically, they're not entirely certain as to the nature of the artifact. Supposedly you'll know it when you see it. Anything that isn't easily detectable. They suggest if you, get to the bottom of it, you can't find anything else to clear, you found a hoard, there's different various items, bring them to the temple, because A, you'll need someone to identify them, and B, they'll be able to pick out which one that they're getting. That's their cut. Y'all can have the gems, jewelry, or whatever, although if you wish to tiff, it would probably be in your best interests, but that's not mandatory, so to speak.
You mean Susie?
Susie, yes, I apologize. Yasha, again, on good faith, they gave you that potion and stuff, but they'll ask you to accompany Susie and so forth. They'll explain this to you. They aren't questing or gassing you, necessarily, but they are strongly hinting that you should, for good relations with the temple, especially with your deity and all. Anyways, Clyde, you want those in gems?
Just the
Or
50 gold pieces of it.
Okay, and the other 10 in plat, gold, whatever. They won't give it to you in copper. Likewise for everyone else.
Okay.
Standard denominations is good. 10 gold piece, 25 gold piece, 50 gold piece. They don't really do 60 gold piece gems.
Okay.
Ask the money changer if there's a smith or someone who can identify powder.
Powder? Sounds like you'd want an alchemist for that type of stuff. Maybe the Temple of Renellus over at the center of town? Alchemists? I think there's a potion brewer, and he'll give you directions. It's not too far.
I wasn't done.
Sorry.
I was going to explain that this was extremely heavy for a powder, and it may have some smithing qualities to it.
Well, he's intrigued, but, so you're looking for a smith?
Someone who could possibly identify it, yes.
Well, he figures either an alchemist, the Temple of Renellus. You could try taking it to blacksmiths. He can give you locations for all three. Of course, the Temple of Renellus is the one you all were just at.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, party, if y'all are getting 60 gold pieces, 2 silver, and 8 copper, then that is, words. That's that amount of, 60 XP each for those that get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it there. Okay. I popped into out of character for you all. So after the party gets their coins exchanged and so on and so forth.
Beltrick needs to hunt down her temple that's here.
Are you asking for directions?
I'll ask him. No changer.
Sorry, he doesn't know. There's a cemetery towards the east end of town. You could try there.
Then we'll head there.
So the party is trying to find Bellatrix's temple. Duly noted.
Okay.
I got paid. I have to piss.
This is true. Okay, this will bring the party to about... party! It's getting close to sunset, as y'all have been in the city for a bit yet. At that time. That being said, y'all have about an hour left. And, yeah, Bellatrix, after a bit of asking around, poking, finding, you will find the Temple to the Dead. Or, Dactarine's Temple, however you call it.
Probably should have just asked where the biggest graveyard was.
Mm-hmm. In this case, it actually wasn't next to the graveyard, but relatively close by. Anyhow, you get there, and what are you doing?
1,506 gold.
Okay, welcome sister, you Tith. Anyone else doing anything at the temple?
No.
Alright. In that case, duly noted there, Bellatrix, well done. And after you're done, Tith, are you doing anything else?
I've tried to get it out 4 times. I'll type it in action for the round, because every time I tried to continue, I got overtopped.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were trying to continue. I wait on that, I'm going to quickly check something. Pervious. Okay, Bellatrix will ask them if they've seen this creature. Bring in the head and the arm of the dead thing we killed. This would be the sea strider.
Yes.
Ask if they know anything of this. Okay. Okay. Give me a second there, Yasha Susi. So, Bellatrix, to answer your first question, have they ever seen this before? No, they have not. They are curious about it. And, they'll ask for just a quick description, what it was, what it did. Do they know anything of a keep to the north that's overran with undead? No, they do not, and they are interested in that, and again, will inquire about it. And, good job, Tamara, and Vulcan sitting on the wagon waiting. So yeah, again, they'll just ask for a quick overview. You don't have to go too much into details, and it's...
I'll unload everything I know.
Well, sister, do you intend to clear this place out?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, we're not going to send a squad to clean it out, unless you don't return for a month or thereabouts. In which case, we'll assume you fall into the undead. May the blessings of the Father be upon you. As far as the temple willing to heal us, yeah, Bellatrix, they can do some healing for you. Your companions, though, are they tiffing?
I do not know that.
Well, companions. You're at a temple, you've just been paid a meager sum. Anyone willing to donate some gold to get some heals?
Garrick will ask, would they be willing to take his services in exchange for full healing?
Did you have a service in mind?
A quest in whatever the Temple of Bactering would wish me to complete.
Alright, you didn't have anything in mind? Well, other than the keep you learned about, but it sounds like they're going there anyway. Give me a second, I'll see if I can come up with anything. Ooh, there is something. They need someone to, and it doesn't have to be right away, you all are on a different thing. Alright, supposedly, to the west of Ironhold, there's a small village, and there have been reports that a necromancer is operating in the area. The temple has yet to send out a scout to be certain of it, but they would very much appreciate if someone could go check that out. So, in exchange for some basic healing here, because Garrick, you're only a certain number of hit points down there, and you make a promise on your honor as a, centurion, they will accept that without having to quest or Gaius you. And yeah, just check that out. Not even at your earliest convenience, but as soon as you're done with that other thing of yours.
My sword arm shall be yours.
Alright. In that case, they'll accept that. And Garrick, however many hit points are you down?
Let me do some math here.
Alright, come back to me with that.
21.
21. 6, 7, 3... They can do 20 of those. And after that, the cleric's looking at you, it's like, yeah, you'll be fine, and pats you on the shoulder.
That's more than enough, thank you.
Okay. Now, let's see. I know I skipped someone for a second. I apologize for that. Dom, asking a priest of Dactrine if there's a temple or shrine to Pervious. Alright, 1 second. Not that they're aware of. I'm going to give you kind of a funky look with that one.
So if somebody who worships Dactrine is a Dactorite, does that mean somebody who worships Pervious is a pervert?
Yes, get it out of your system. I thought of that when I made the name, and I stuck with it anyways. So,
It'd be prevert.
Or impervious. Did anyone think of that? No, no one thought of that. Why would they? Okay. Anyways, what's the party doing at this point?
Because they're not impervious, double M.
I think we need to find
has shown
an
that
inn.
clear.
Say again?
I think we need to find an inn.
That's probably a good idea. Is the party asking for directions to an inn at the temple?
Sure.
Yes.
Alright. They know of an inn. Not the greatest quality, but they have good prices at least, and they'll direct you to it. Bellatrix, that's right, you wanted healing. Apologies. They can restore you for 17 hit points.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
You're welcome. Tamara, I will sleep on the wagon. You know, Tamara, you don't particularly care for fire, being a druid and all, but you have to admit the concept of it has really come around to you over the past couple hours. A little bit here, a little bit there, and no more problems. Just nature heals. Anyways, yeah, the party will get over to the inn about 20 minutes or so before dark. The inn does have a stables. The stables can house you, Clyde, as well as the wagons.
Hooray. Okay, so, Dungeon Master, how good is the food?
Pretty shit quality, not gonna lie. It is cheap, though. Prices are half of what they normally are here.
Okay. So, can I eat good for 3 Electrum?
You can eat for 3 Electrum, yeah.
Okay.
Good is subjective.
Okay.
It is nourishing. It's very nutritious, but it's not exactly delicious.
Okay, then, yeah. Get food, and, I'll be in the stables if you all need me.
New at the inn? Question mark. Alright, Tamara will sleep on the wagon. So Clyde, you got company for the night.
Aha.
PG, eating, getting room. Okay, mark off reasonable amounts of money. Keep in mind you can actually go a little bit on the low ball end, but think a minimum of an Electrum or probably even a gold for breakfast, dinner, and rooming should work.
Okay.
That's per head, mind you. Anyhow, I'm not gonna be too strict about it because I know you all just got paid, but it's so little and you want more. Eating, getting room, food and sleep in stables, and Tamara, I know, is sleeping outside. Alright, duly noted. Yasha Susi, you'll get... It's quasi-good. It's the best they have, in fact. And yeah, the rooms, there definitely have rats, guys. There ain't no getting around that. Not the big type, not the giant type, but, yeah. Anyhow, is the party going to sleep or doing anything special before you go to sleep?
PG will do their normal night routine that they need to do for their god, taboos and what have you. Those kind
Yep.
of things.
Alright. So, who was it that lost the arm?
Susie.
Susie.
She does have it back, though.
She's got an
Susie,
arm back.
you can clap again.
And Yasha took the throat wound.
Mm-hmm. Yasha is still a mute. So Yasha, I do expect you to roleplay that properly, though. If someone talks to you, you have to respond appropriately, as you can't speak. I don't even want to, like, if you're pointing at something, something else, I don't want to know what your intention is, because everyone's going to have to figure it out. Unless I myself, as the Dungeon Master, like, okay, Yasha, what are you trying to say? Because this person's ESPing you, type of deal. Now, you can work around that by sticking close to Susie and having her speak for you as much as possible. I know, I'm not going to slam you if you don't do the perfect job ever, but here's the thing, roleplay it. Okay, actions of the round, nightly routine, eating own food, Tamara. Hey Velkin, you've been sticking to our routine for a while, it's starting to feel unnatural, you need to shake something up. Anyways, I'll start checking for encounters. Oh, that's not one. Okay. What do we got tonight? Oh, that's right. There's a special thing for the city. Why would I do that?
The city special.
Where art thou?
Yeah, nothing special for me, Dungeon Master. I do want to pick up some supplies come daybreak party.
Huh. 23. Holy fuck. Oh, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. No, I'm re-rolling. No, y'all aren't facing a demon tonight. No, y'all couldn't hit it. It's a demon. No. I'll throw the demon at you in the wilds, but come on. No. Bad player, Vlad. Jesus, I cannot type. Type with my mouth, guys. This is where my mental state is at today, and you really think I can run another session in the week? Alright. Well, I am impressed then, or concerned. Anyways.
I mean, the other party's the crazy party, so it would work just fine.
Kinda not. I want to run a consistent thing. That's a non-encounter. That one, on the other hand, I just keep rolling. I need to check this one. This might be something.
Guys, we're gonna fight a Tarrasque in the town. Let's do the shit, boys.
This ain't a
That's
town,
not a
this is a
demon.
city, hence why certain encounters are just kinda nah. Alright.
Fine,
At this point, the party's asleep in their room. Clyde and Tamara, you can give me perception checks. Alright. You both are going to hear some noise. Now, you can give me wisdom checks to try and remain asleep and just ignore it. Or you all can wake up and investigate. It is your choice. Keep in mind, it's like the middle of the night. If you're trying to regain hit points by sleeping, waking up is going to hurt that. You're not sure, just something. You're still half asleep trying to process. And it's at this point, it's like, do I wake up or do I try and ignore it and go back to sleep?
Yeah, I want to try to stay asleep, Dungeon Master.
Alright, wisdom check. Tamara, was that a wisdom check? Yes.
I failed my wisdom check. By
Oof.
5.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Clyde. That's... So the two drunkards that are arguing out front of the stables are very loud, Clyde, and it's like you try and ignore it, and they're, whatever they're arguing about, probably about some girl, and, oh, God, you can't ignore it right now, or you can keep trying.
Yeah, gonna try to go back to sleep.
Alright. Well, the drunkards are still out there. I'll need a second wisdom check.
Same result as the first one. God damn it, there go my combat rolls.
Yep. Anywho. Tamara, no, you made your wisdom check at this point. You've successfully tuned them out. If Clyde had made it, he wouldn't need to roll again either. Yeah, Clyde, they're going at it. Like, one of them's punching the other, you're pretty sure by the noises.
Okay, so they're fighting.
Uh-huh. Do you wish to do anything, or just try and go back to sleep?
Try and go back to sleep.
Wisdom check again. I'm sorry, Clyde. It's dice fucking you.
A third 18, god damn it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me, Clyde.
No.
Like, at this
3
point, you are getting annoyed.
Kill them. Kill them. Kill
Oh,
them.
hey, one of them does, like, knock out the other or something, because the noise does abate for a moment. And then there's, like, this as one of them retches. You can make another wisdom check if you'd like, or go investigate.
How about neither?
What are you doing?
Just waiting. They will either pass out or wander off.
Alright. Yeah, Clyde, only a few minutes after that, the noise subsides. There's a clanking of armor, and someone's asking what's going on, and yeah. Long story short, two drunkards got into it. Town guard shows up. The guy who got beaten up and thrown up on gets tossed in the gale. The other guy runs away.
Okay.
And imagine that. Your opponent beats you and then throws up on you. Just, ugh. Anyhow, you will be able to go back to sleep at that point, Clyde. But you are probably fuming. But honestly, it's like, god damn, I got woken up for this crap.
Yeah.
Nope. 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 Alright, everyone who is not Clyde can restore a hit point for continuous rest. Clyde, I'm sorry. Anywho, morning comes, light shines upon Denalia, date 334, new.
Okay, guys. How about we find an alchemist, or unless somebody has a better idea.
Go back to the Temple of Renellus, I assume is what you're trying to say there. Ask him about this powder, buying more horse feed and sacks. Alright. Feed horses to Mara. Okay, I'm looking for the longer term plans. Clyde was trying to get a dialogue open about an alchemist, maybe.
Not too worried about it. Dungeon Master, can we buy ordinary stuff on the way?
Ordinary stuff, ordinary prices. Specifically,
Okay.
this inn was an +1 on the shittiness table, so I halved the prices and quartered the quality.
Okay.
This isn't special to the town, it's just special to the shit inn. Undoubtedly, it has some incredibly crude and humorous name. I am not clever enough to think it up at this moment. The Broken Stick in the Mud, or something equivalent. Okay. Hey, Velkin, remember, you are a Cleric of Chaos. You keep using routine, and I know what you mean. You're doing the necessary stuff, but feel free to be inventive and come up with things. You know, it's like, Dungeon Master, I will say my morning prayers while hopping around on one foot. You're good? Okay.
You need to break a chair on the door when you leave. I'm telling you.
Alright.
Dungeon Master, can I sell some stuff?
Potentially. What are you selling?
I have a crappy longsword and a short sword.
Alright, crappy longsword, crappy short sword. Clyde, you're at that. Okay. For 1/4 the price of a normal thing, yeah, you can get that.
Oh, we still have the armor and the weapons to sell as well.
Alright. To make things easy, yeah, party, you can sell armor and weapons that you got from there at 1/4 of the normal price for the weapons. The armor is only going to be for 1/10. It's pretty shitty.
And girls, can you do that math?
Give me a moment.
I did say it was equivalent of ring mail, so for the armor, ring is normally 30 gold pieces, so 3 gold pieces for the armor.
Okay. Never mind. I know what to do here. Okay. So that's 3.5 and short 2. 5 and 1.
So just to be sure I'm doing this right for the sack. 1 sack is 16 CP. It takes 20 copper to make a silver.
No, it's 10 copper to the silver.
Okay, let me do this.
Okay. All right. I got those figured
So
out.
32 copper, so that's 1 gold and 12 silver. Okay.
Party is doing shopping, standard items, standard prices. If anyone wants to look for anything special, let me know. I'll be real, Aiden, I have not had enough time to consider your request about one of your characters picking up a that thing, so we'll come back to that. For now, if you throw like 3 silver at the problem, you'll have something. I figure that seems reasonable. Anyway, I've been errands. Let me check for encounters.
Beltrix and Garrick are buying 100 sacks each. Large sacks.
100 large sacks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That equates to 8 gold pieces.
Yeah, no. Let me see if they have that many sacks. Like, I assume you're going from vendor to vendor, so to speak.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll sign on that percent chance they have that.
City.
It is a large city. Yeah, you're able to get that, but it's gonna take you a bit to hunt them down. No one vendor is selling hundreds of sacks, you know? So it's like, okay, this guy has 8, buying those. Okay, go over to the next guy. Oh, he's only got 4, buying those. So on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I should warn you, if you try and load up every single one of those to the full and put them all in the wagon, they're gonna be falling off the sides. That's too many sacks for one wagon. Consider wagons can carry, what, 1,500 pounds, and each of those things could be 40, so 10 of those is 400, 20 is 800, 30 of those is... you get the gist. If you can carry 40 filled large sacks, that's everything that the wagon can hold, basically.
I have a net to tie it down.
Mm-hmm. yep, second wagon, more carrying capacity. But we did this math way back when we were moving Dragon Silver.
Paid for breakfast. There. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Temple of Vernalis. And buying stuff on the way. Yeah.
Okay, so again, buying/selling things on the way done. At least everything that's been covered thus far. Temple of Vernalis. Okay, they show up again, and the guards greet you, and oh yeah, one of them does recognize you from yesterday, and inquires how they can be of assistance. And the party is basically, hey, we have this powder, we're looking to get it identified.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Beltrix will also.
Susie would be very upfront with that, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, Aiden.
Upfront about what?
The whole powder getting identified, considering she's a cleric of Pervious.
Yeah, but you already have your sample. This is party loot.
It's party loot, however, this is something I want to get identified so I could give it back to the temple.
Yeah, you have your portion to do that. You took some already.
Okay. So just to clarify, I've got Clyde and Tamara waiting outside with the wagon. Is everyone else coming on in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just to make sure. You don't have to check for encounters while the party's distracted, that kind of stuff. Velkin is no. Okay, so Velkin, Tamara, and Clyde are by the wagons. Yasha, Susi, Bellatrix, Garrick going inside. Shadows is watching from the abyss.
Actually, if there's room, I want to go inside this time.
It wasn't really built for your kind in mind, Clyde,
No.
but you could duck your head and bend your back a little bit, and you should be able to fit. It is like 10 or so feet tall in most places.
That tight, never mind. Nope.
So, how much for the swords, Eminem?
So the swords are, again, a quarter normal price.
Okay, what's a quarter of... I believe it's 15 gold for short sword or long sword?
3 gold, 1 electrum.
Yep.
Okay.
And short swords cost 12 normally, right?
8. So
8.
You'll get 2 for a short sword.
See, that's easy math.
Mm-hmm.
I already did those. Yeah, that's how I knew the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I heard you do that. I'm just putting it for posterity. Okay, so make sure you've got that all converted as okay. They'll look at the powder for a bit and inquire if you all believe it's magical in nature.
Beltrix will relay that it was extremely heavy to move. It looks like it wouldn't be, but...
Alright, well, they can take a look, but it will cost the standard fee of 500 gold pieces for a magical identification. However, since this is something they aren't familiar with, they will knock it down to 250 if they get to keep a small sample.
Susie will say that the powder did not detect as magical in her eyes.
Alright, so it's not a magical item you're seeking detected. Alright, they will take a poke at it instead for 10 gold pieces, since they're not doing identify on it now. It's just, okay, pick this up, poke at it, see if we can think of something. So y'all are paying 10 gold for them to try and identify?
Bellatrix will pay it.
Alright, they take the gold, and they'll talk about how this might take a bit, because they're gonna poke at it, get a feel for it, check their library, see if there's any information about it. This isn't a magical thing where they can just, Vernalis, please guide me. What is this magical item? As they cast identify, this is actual research shit they're gonna have to do. Anywho, they don't immediately know what it is. You're welcome to wait in the waiting room, essentially, if you'd like, or come back later, and they'll try and get it back to you with the sample that they took. Y'all can keep the rest of it, or they'll keep it for you at the temple.
Keep it there.
Right.
It's less likely we have to drag it back.
So they'll go ahead and give you a receipt for it, basically, where it's just, okay, this person here is the owner of this chest of, or this bag of so on and so forth, blah, 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 and it should be blah, 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 so on and so forth. You get the gist. Yeah, return to the temple at a later date, and they might figure out what the fuck it is, because they don't know off the top of their heads.
And I will also produce that sea striker stuff that we don't know what it is.
I'm sorry, the what?
The sea striker.
The Sea Strider. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're producing what, the head and arm?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, they take a great interest in that, and, yeah, if you're willing to part with it, they would love to study that, because that's interesting. That correlates to something they know.
And we'll explain, like, pointing at the hand. That shot magic. Green. Did you say green bolts?
Green bolts. All a
Shot
magic
green
missile.
bolt.
You know, if Susie wasn't unconscious, bleeding out, she probably could have picked out magic missile, but she was. Anywho, they will ask if you're willing to part with it, and they will study it, and next time you're there, they can try and fill you in if you ask about it.
Are you willing to buy it?
Oh, you were looking to sell it. I figured, research for research's sake. But, alright, they'd be willing to... They would be willing to part with 1 gold piece for each component, you know.
Give me 1 moment here.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take that. That actually worked out very well.
Okay. So yeah, they will study it and come back again at a later date. Between these two and a couple other tasks, it may be a bit. So if you come back tomorrow early in the morning, don't expect it to be ready, but we will certainly try. Is the party interested in doing anything else?
I was going to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Aiden, I wasn't looking to take all of the powder and sell it all. I was mainly looking at bringing it to the Temple of Pervious to get it identified, considering, god of potions and alchemy. They probably have a little bit more knowledge about powders and that kind of stuff.
Yes, but not all powders are alchemical.
If you want to try other places, go.
Do you want us to just drag this heavy shit around until we find your temple? And he deafened me.
I'll take that as a no. So, what is the party's goal at this time? Oh, I almost forgot to keep track of time.
Sounds like we have to wait until the next day or so to see some results, right?
Possibly longer. They do warn the researching time for figuring out something fairly novel like that could be the better part of a month. This is the kind of thing where you go off on a quest, you come back and check up on it type of deal. And they're upfront about that. It's, hey.
Have you done all your shopping?
I have.
Then we'll set back out to the keep.
Alright. The party's heading back out to that thing.
If you look in the character chat, we got more gold.
Mm-hmm.
And XP.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, worth XP too, the thing I just typed out. I think I can begrudge the party 26 26 experience points.
That
Okay.
2 extra gold piece you gave actually worked out very well.
You are welcome.
It rounded it up to a simple, solid number.
182. Yes. Okay. So, at this point, I need to know... let me give some description. The weather is turning a bit warmer at this time. The sun is shining. Obviously, you know how it is in the winter. The sun's all blindingly bright, and the snow is just kind of there.
Okay.
It's still cold.
So, does everybody have plenty of food? And Bella, did you get your helmet fixed good or buy a new one?
Clyde, you took my helmet. You have yet to return it.
Yeah, I did. I tried stomping the dent out and gave it back to you.
This is confirmed by Dungeon Master.
And I can confirm you, I did not get it back.
Alright, Clyde hands Bellatrix back her helmet at this time. Oops.
I wasn't able to fix it 100%. That's why I'm asking if you were going to buy a new one.
Dungeon Master, this one's still usable?
Oh yeah, it's not perfect, but it should hold.
Alright, then I'm good. I
Now,
don't want it.
obviously, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, unless this thing breaks and it's no longer usable, I'm still gonna use it.
Right. Now, obviously, the puffing of it didn't do a great job on the looks of it, and it's going to be a bit uncomfortable to wear. There's a part of the metal that used to be covered by the fur or cloth or whatever that's broken through and kind of scratches your head a little bit. You're not bleeding from it or anything, but it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should buy a bucket too.
Well, if the party wants to make any last-minute purchases, I want to go grab some dinner, but I already ate earlier, so I could keep going now and get it later.
Go grab dinner.
Go grab your dinner. I'll go get a cigarette. Yeah, but maybe we should get a bucket for putting snow in case, you know. Better to have it and not need it.
BRB.
I don't think that was funny.
Crossbow bolts. Ah, okay. Shops. There they are.
Jules, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Would you have hauled around that powder until we found Susie's temple?
Maybe.
Remember, that's going to eat up weight that we can't get more treasure on.
Yeah. But I figured we could probably find Susie's temple in a day or so.
It's not in this city.
Well, in that case, I would have looked for an alchemist. But whatever.
And seeing as Susie has to do a quest for them because they attach their harm, I was hoping, hey, maybe they will, look into this and kind of want that more than whatever items there. Even though we don't know that, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
get some favor for him. But hey, if he wants to bemoan not having to get to take it to his temple or whatever. He can deal with his own shit.
I was curious why you were so interested in the powder, but that's a clever idea to try and leverage it. I just sat down like 10 seconds ago. Don't worry, I don't just lurk
Welcome
here
back.
quietly pretending to be deaf. Dinner is delicious.
What is it?
Chicken nuggets. That's my usual Thursday staple.
You know,
I'm going to
almost
have...
every time I hear you eating or you're saying you're eating food, it is either mac and cheese or chicken.
I'm going to have a heart attack before I'm 35.
Or the very few times you have hamburger, which up until recently where you explained you don't boil it.
Boiled hamburger is now available at Joppy Slows. Boiled hamburgers. No wonder you thought I was a nutcase.
I mean, that's what it sounds like you're saying.
Freaking dunk those hamburgers in a pot of water and boil that shit. It gets really nice and cooked.
My mom did that the other day. I was quite confused.
Wait, are you
why she was
serious?
doing it. Yeah.
Huh. I mean, would that work? The water gets hot.
I mean, it worked. But I wasn't sure if it was water or if she just where it was like a very big slab of meat that she was trying to cook.
Not like a hamburger meat, yeah.
Oh no, it was hamburger meat. It's just that she froze it. She didn't try and like patty it out first.
Oh.
So it's just one big block. And yeah, no, it killed the flavor. She put barbecue sauce on it.
No, you gotta treat your meats and stuff right.
Well, no, it's just that because there's water in it, it just boils.
It's gonna wash out all your flavor.
So are we waiting for Dom to unmute or?
I'm still eating dinner. I got 4 pieces plus the one I'm holding. Welcome back.
Master, I need a specialty item that's not on your list.
Go ahead.
A spear. But I want the head silver coated.
Alright. Not the full spear shovel, just the tip of it.
Yeah, that way, like, I can stab a werewolf.
Wouldn't the tip be the only thing silvered on it?
Usually, yes, anyways. So yeah, Grills, you remember our conversion ratio for silvered weapons, 10 times the base cost, plus you either have to supply the weapon in case of large arms, such as spears, or for small arms, it's just rolled into it. So the spear is normally HIJKLM. Damn it. Spear is normally 1, so if you pay 11, they can give you a new one, or if you give them yours, they can silver it by like a week, the end of the week, for 10.
Yeah, I'll pay the 10 and get one that's already done.
11 for one that's already done.
Oh, that's okay. Done.
Alright, boss, I'm going then. Alright. Just so you know, Saturday, we're probably going to be waking up around 6:30. Early.
Damn it. Phone.
Alright, good night, son. Sleep well.
Great.
Love you too.
Okay. So, Dom, not sure if you caught it, but I'm eating dinner, hence why we are currently paused. If anyone wants to do any shopping, though, my voice is available when I'm not chewing something. Other than that, Quiet, anything else?
No, everything else was on your list. Common stuff. So, party, you said we're headed back to the thing we just came from. Why?
What?
Aren't we headed back to the place we just came from?
Yeah.
What are we going there for?
To finish looting it. It's not done.
Okay. Just making sure. I know somebody was being told something, but I was not inside the temple, so I just kind of tuned out.
Nope, understandable, Dress.
Okay. Well, I know people said things about quest and other stuff, so kind of a chance for anybody to clear the air about any ulterior motives that I didn't know about.
Well, no one was there when we heard the quest thing. Like, my thing was just more of out of character.
Okay,
But,
cool.
figured they'd done something for Susie. Don't know what, because she has her arm. So, and we left her there.
Yeah.
And my characters are decently intelligent. So, figured some favor would help.
Duly noted. Oof, not one. One.
Additional treasure and a additional reason now.
Wait, imagine if I'd actually been as evil as I first was when I made this thing, and all the treasure was, like, way at the bottom.
Oh, by the way, I need to hang in, but I'll tell y'all since we're in voice, I might be an hour late Saturday.
Oof.
I mean, we hardly ever start at 7 anyway, so.
I know. It's just a matter of courtesy.
I mean, we don't start till the Dungeon Master's there, so.
Well, I know, but it
We
would
can
be rude
certainly
for me
try.
to know ahead of time and leave y'all hanging.
I'm pretty sure by the time you get there, we'll be too engrossed in a conversation that got started up on what we should do now.
Mm-hmm. The party does tend to do that.
I mean, it works out in his favor most of the time.
Well, I think since we got Lagatha with us, we gotta do that wedding, so that's probably still the objective. The roots, that may be different. Anyhow, back to session, if everyone is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Okay. So after doing the various purchases and so forth... Oh, very good. Cat. Cat, what you doing? You want to jump me? Okay.
Oh, and a chicken.
Hmm?
Buying a chicken.
Duly noted. Chicken comes in a cage. You buying feed for it?
Willing... Not incline...
Inquire.
Yeah, but there's another word. I think it is inquire. Clyde, if he still has his seeds.
I do. 13 days worth. Do you want it?
I will give Clyde the chicken. Here's Kraken 2.0.
Okay. I have another chicken now.
Alright, Clyde, make sure you keep track of your food and stuff for the chicken.
Okay.
They do say it was fed this morning, so...
Okay.
That being said, it clucks. Whether that
I
means
hate to ask, but what kind of chicken is this?
This is a chicken. It is a
There are
chicken
many
made of
different
chickens.
There's different breeds. There is over 100 different breeds of chicken.
I'm certain. I don't know any of them, so this is a chicken. In a minute, it's going to be the cuckoo chicken, where if it doesn't like you, it starts cawing loudly, and hundreds of them swarm from seemingly out of nowhere and attack.
It's a piranha chicken.
Yeah, no, it's just a chicken. Anyhow, so the party is route to
Question.
get.
I'm sorry, can it be a Polish chicken?
I don't know what that is, so maybe.
I'll get you. I'll put it in there. Okay. That's a Polish chicken.
Probably not. That thing looks like it's a
Aw.
runway model. Anywho, I need to know the party's destination, their route, and their travel speed. There's snow on the ground still, as I've mentioned. The sun is shining, but due to the coldness of the day, it ain't gonna melt much snow.
Dungeon Master.
Hmm.
Does Beltrick remember the route they took to get to the road from where they?
Yeah, roughly.
Well,
Yeah.
we should have left tracks in the snow since it hasn't really melted.
Hmm.
So all we got to do is head back up that road until we see where our tracks hit the road.
That could work, as long
Aha.
as the wind hasn't blown them
Yeah,
around too much.
That's what I was going to get to. But yes, what he just said.
Okay, then Dungeon Master, I think we're going to be moving 3 miles an hour on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
The party heads on out after a bit of shopping, and the first hour or so travels basically uneventfully. And yeah, after about another half hour or so, the party does find roughly Bellatrix where you think the thing is, and looking around, it's like, oh yeah, look, there's Clyde's hoof prints.
Dungeon Master, there's still snow on the ground.
Yes.
Enough to warrant putting the sleds back on.
Oh yeah, no, nothing has melted. It's sunny, but it's cold.
Then Dungeon Master, putting the sleds back on.
Allowing time to do that.
Overwatch.
And Garrick and Beltrix will be the ones putting on the sleds, since they commissioned them, and the rest can be Overwatch.
Alright, after that's done, what is the party doing?
Follow our trail.
Okay. So that's there to there to there. What speed is the party moving at?
That's going to depend on the thickness of the growth, the bushes, the trees, the blah, blah, blah. But since we've already made a path, we can kind of follow that. We should be able to make better time than we did before. We were going how fast to get out, Dungeon Master?
About a mile per hour, maybe less.
How many?
About a mile per hour, maybe less. The thing is, the party's route was kind of, you didn't have a map exactly you were following. It's just, okay,
Yeah.
head southwest and hope we find something.
So yeah, let's try for at least a mile and a quarter per hour.
Alright.
Because we're not blazing a trail or guessing our way now. We're just following our own tracks, and we know the wagon will fit.
Alright. Well, the party travels for a few hours, and yeah, it seems to be easier going this time. Pretty soon it will be lunchtime. Party stopping for lunch.
Yes.
Dungeon Master, while we're traveling, Garrick and Beltrix are keeping an eye and an ear out for the Lucrata.
Duly noted.
Even though we don't know they're Lucratas.
The Mimickers. Yes, I named them. I know what they are. They're Mimickers.
Well, you don't see hide nor hair.
So that means they're not following.
Or you can't
I'm
see
still-
them.
Okay.
And I'm keeping
I
watch
will
for them.
mark off aeration.
Okay, anyone doing anything special at lunch?
Yes, Dungeon Master. While traveling, I would tell the party during your night watch, stick close to the fire. And if you hear one of our voices, make sure you count us. You physically see us at the campsite. And no one's sleeping outside the camp. Like, try and stay as close together. We don't know what these things are. But clearly they can mimic how we sound. Give them no opportunity. And that's about it. That's Beltrix and Garrick together.
Okay. Well, I'll check with people when it's nighttime for their stuff. No one doing anything else?
Nothing special at lunchtime, Dungeon Master. And of course, when I eat, I feed the chicken.
Okay.
Maybe Kraken 2.0 will last longer.
Maybe. And hopefully he will taste just as good.
Well, I did say chicken and not rooster.
Hey, you know what? They taste the same. Chicken or rooster.
That's a potential non-encounter. Alright, party can give me a series of perception checks, but you're seriously penalized. If you pass by anything less than 14, you fail. Nope and nope. Yeah, I'm sorry, Clyde. You needed a 1.
Well,
Nope and nope.
11 and 5.
Nope. Oh, Tamara. Tamara, what is your perception? Ho ho, Tamara. I will message you something.
What was the penalty?
14.
14. But a 1 is a 1. So, yeah.
Okay.
Pardon.
Hey, brother. You're on the air. Okay, Tamara, I have messaged you a thing. Alright. Tamara, if you're doing something special with that, I need to know.
Hey, Mama. I did. You're welcome.
Alright, Tamara says, telling party in soft whisper, telling them what she sees. No, but you did put that in quotations. So, Tamara, please tell the party what you see. Really? Man. Alright, well, party, Tamara, perceive a man-sized creature hiding carefully in the woods. It looks like an albino gorilla with very intelligent yellow eyes.
Fucking yeah. That's out of character. Where you can start. That was out of character.
So, since this is in a soft whisper, I'll need perception checks from the party. Let's start with Velkin. You're at a normal check. Then we move on to Yasha and Susie. You're at a penalty of 1. Bellatrix and Garrick, penalty of 2. Clyde, penalty of 4.
Nope.
Yeah, Clyde, I'm sorry. Velkin, you perceive it.
Well, I got it. Garrick, too busy.
Garrick too busy looking for the Lucrata. He didn't notice the other thing right under his nose. And Yasha Susie, you both are penalized by 1 for your perception checks to hear what Tamara said. Dom, you still here?
He's typing. Okay.
Alright, Yasha pass, Susie fail. So Yasha, Bellatrix, and Velkin are aware of what Tamara said. Everyone else didn't hear it. I'll need to know what people's actions are going to be, so kindly pop them in new. For those of you unaware, simply put unaware.
Oh, that is my large metal shield, not my tower shield.
Duly noted. Okay. So, party is essentially readying weapons or forming party and keeping weapons at the ready. So those of you keeping track of this thing will see that it seems to retreat backwards a little bit and ducks down, and as the party's trying to keep hold of it, you know, from your perspective, a tree crosses over as the wagon continues to move forward, and within a few seconds, y'all can't find it again. Is the party doing anything special at this time?
Not me.
Yeah, Clyde, you're same as usual.
Yep.
Bella's just going on Overwatch, keeping an eye out for it and the product things.
Alright. If no one's doing anything special, I will advance time. I forget, did we just do lunch?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yes, we
We
did.
did
Okay,
lunch.
that's why that's there. Alright, party, you're making good time. That being said, that there becomes there. You believe yourselves to be about halfway or so there, for those of you that keep track of distance and so forth. And it's getting pretty close to night.
Start picking up wood as we go,
Okay.
and you know,
How far do I believe we are, Dungeon Master?
About halfway there. Call the total distance from that junction in the road to there 20 miles, just to give it a rough number. You'd be about 10 of those.
I meant hours.
Oh, in hours? Oh, about half a day.
Alright, then never mind.
and say about half an hour before sunset, we'll set camp, Dungeon Master.
Duly noted. Alright. So, party, I'll need an update to the formations for sleeping schedule. Like where people are sleeping relative to a central campfire, which throws off light about 40 to 60 feet in all directions. Since Bellatrix has...
Dom did the sleep.
So I'll need an update
so.
then. Y'all take a second to work on that. I'll check for encounters.
While we're setting up our camp, Bellatrix will tell them about the light stones and the lanterns on the thing. So there's a beacon if you wish to use that. You're just gonna have to figure a way to see through the light. That should deter most creatures who depend on light. That might blind them.
Pardon.
Or am I wrong in my assumption?
Some monsters would be deterred, others attracted.
It is a mist blessing. Okay, I can use this, I think.
Okay, so Dungeon Master, yeah, mine says to the east, and I'm fine with that. And, you know, I'll have my little cart close by, crossbow, shield close at hand, as well as a spear, and my 2 winter blankets and my cloak. So, and yeah, however the rest of the party huddles up around me is up to them.
Depending on which way he's facing, the twins will probably try to go for the side he's blocking the light from.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm the space heater for the party.
Still within the campfire, but just
So
where
what
when they
am
were.
I reading in the formation?
Sleep formation, where we're all situated at, since you typed it in, and since which one of you made
Bellatrix and
Bella?
Garrick, they both said
Bella made the proclamation, nobody sleep outside of the light because of the damn mimickers. And I'm getting the smoke.
So why does that have to change the entire formation if it's just a one-time thing?
Then put in the new one. The point is, give me something to work with. Otherwise, I'm gonna decide at random, and you won't like it.
I guess it's just
may or may
permanent
not
right
happen
now.
again, so it's better safe than sorry to sleep altogether.
Okay, everybody's inside the firelight now, no matter what.
1 second. Alright, I'm back. Oh. Okay, I'll need to check that.
Hey, you know how I feel dumb when I have to keep changing formations.
Yep. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can work with this. That's not good. That is really not good. I think the party can take 2 of these, yeah. Better make it 3 just to be sure.
And my nicotine fix is done, so I'm good for another 40 minutes, maybe.
Nice.
Head east, Garrick and Bellatrix, wherever the strong trees are. Yasha, south. Susie between Clyde and the twins when applicable. Falcon, northeast, inside the firelight. Tamara, east, inside firelight. Horses, southeast, inside firelight. Okay. So, Dungeon Master, I will eat. I will feed the Kraken. And, yeah. Sleep.
Yep, give me a second. I'm working on a thing here. It's going to take a moment. The dice have called for something very interesting.
Woohoo.
Okay. I think I got it all.
Crossbow, spears, shield, close at hand.
Okay, just a moment to roll up some hit points.
Woohoo.
Oops.
Pardon. Green pen or a mechanical pencil? That is
almost gave these things 2 less hit dice than they normally have.
No, you can't be doing that. We need all that XP.
Yep. Okay. So I've got a BRB. Okay, that's fine. I need to check formations. So I've got Clyde East, Garrick Bellatrix, where the strong tree. Alright, I was looking for a thing.
I got my
Surprise.
nighttime meat shields. Yeah.
Southeast, east, northeast. Susie between Clyde the Twins, southeast.
Effectively, everyone's still in the sunlight. Or the
Yep, same
firelight.
relative positions except inside campfire light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me check formations for the actual.
Well, except for the twins, you know, they're trying to
Oh?
use. Well, yeah, like I said, they're going to be in the firelight, but they're going to try and be on whichever side of Clyde is blocking the light. You know.
Well, if
Okay.
I'm east of the campfire, then you're east of me.
Mm-hmm.
Should
they're
be
just right up.
doable.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're just using him as a wall, but they're still within the firelight.
Yep. Okay.
And
So
I guess
Tamara's
Susie is just sandwiched in between us.
Tamara's first watch, Susie and Yasha for second watch, and Velkin's third watch pass without event. Garrick, you'll be on watch for about an hour thereabout. Allow me to advance time because that became there. Became there on that day. Plus that puts you to there. You will hear an owl hooting. Hoo. Do you wish to investigate the owl?
Is it outside the firelight? Does it
Definitely.
sound far off? Then no, my ass is not leaving the sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
But I will walk over to the wagon and use one of the lights there and uncap it, and hopefully it's in one of the general directions of which way they are pointing. Because you know I have 3 that are
Alright.
The fog lights. You know how like they're pointed in a general direction.
Okay. And the fog light is a continual light stone?
Yes, all 4 of the
Hmm.
lanterns on the wagon have continual light stones in them.
And these are mounted in the corners facing outward from said corner?
3 of them are, yes. Facing out from that corner. Kind of like at a, I guess, 45-degree angle. So, you know how they have their feet pointed in the military? At like a 45-degree angle, make a little V.
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so in that case, that brightness might wake up the party. You sure about that? You know, it's continual light. The range is tremendous on those things. Now the party could then be like, oh, it's bright. We'll go back to sleep, but
if I hear something and I'm already aware that these creatures can mimic sound, then yeah.
Okay, so in that... Go ahead.
Dungeon Master, the 4th one, the top left one of the corner next to the driver, that is a beacon, so that goes out in all directions.
Alright, you turning that one on too?
No, just one of them that's pointed in the direction of where the sound came from.
Alright. For what's worth, the part that came from the north, so yeah, you're able to get that. Alright, I'll be nice and I won't make the party wake up to it, but it's bright. You don't see... Hold on, give me a second, actually. Oh, I'll be damned, you do. Yeah, there's a great horned owl sitting in a tree, and it kind of ruffles its feathers a bit as the light shines on it. Puffs out its chest.
I will put it back out.
As you go to put it out, the owl hoots at you again. You swear it's hooting at you. Hoo! Hoo!
Garrick will apologize.
And it doesn't seem to be hooting back anymore. Anyhow. So you continue your watch, and about 40 or so minutes later, I'll need a perception check.
Two, Dungeon Master.
Yeah, you hear some crashing coming from the brushes to the north of the party.
That light goes on again, Dungeon Master.
The light goes on again. Okay. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can pull up a description of this thingy. Ooh. Oops.
And hand on crossbow, Dungeon.
Nope.
I know I'm going to need both hands to use it, but I think just to hold it up, one hand will suffice till I can uncover it.
Alright.
Who's on watch right now?
Garrick. It's towards the end of his watch. Music list.
First watch, second, third, fourth. Okay.
Let's try this one. Alright, so Garrick, you uncap the light and look. The owl is still in that tree. In fact, it appears to have woken up as you shine the bright thing. Welcome back, Velkin Tamara. The much more interesting thing would be the three figures that are suddenly illuminated and raise their arm things to shield their light. There are three of them, as I described. Height-wise, they are large, probably about 8 to 8.5, maybe the big one's 9. They look humanoid. They are bipedal. They've got these big, powerful arms ending in long talons, and each of them is clutching a rather large axe. The most interesting thing about them would be that these aren't men, per se, because their heads are that of bulls. And they look at you and they roar, and they begin to charge. Dice initiative.
Crossbow?
Yeah, you can do that, but that will take place after initiative. Well, I mean, it will take place before, but first, new. I'll need to know what the party wishes to do, and in this case, Garrick, that's you. Everyone else is sleeping, but we'll get a perception check, so we can start doing that. So everyone except for Garrick is entitled to a perception check. Oof. Okay, Velkin, no. Yasha, Susie, yes. Tamara, yes. Clyde, yes. So Velkin, you're snoozing. Everyone else, you'll get actions this round. They will be slightly delayed as you all will be waking up, but monsters charging in to kill y'all does have that effect.
We have a 4 for initiative, Dungeon Master. Alright, I still need to... Nope, Beltrix is still asleep. God damn.
Rip.
That would have been great to have.
Crossbow, shield, spear. Bellatrix sleeping. Garrick, wake up. Bellman, crossbow sister. Tamara waking up, warhammer in hand. I still need Yasha and Susie's actions. Yasha, Susie. Yasha, attempt darkness on one of the bowmen. Susie, magic missile. Okay. Well, the creatures charge. Crossbows, you may roll to hit, starting with Garrick. 11.
At third.
11 at third. Third, 11 hits armor class there. Sadly, that is insufficient to hit this creature's armor class.
Okay.
Alright, the creatures roar and move on in. Clyde, you're gonna wake up, you'll get your crossbow a little bit later. Garrick, after your crossbow, what are you doing?
I thought me yelling out what I said would have been my other action.
Okay, but you're pulling out your sword as the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, crossbow, then spear, shield. Attempt darkness on one of the bowmen in the eyes. Magic missile. Okay, that's slightly delayed. And, of all places, the owl flies down to attack one of these creatures, hooing excessively. Woo, woo, woo! You know, and Those of you that failed their perception checks will get a chance for a second one later on. Anywho's, we break up into combat now. I've got Garrick up. I've got Clyde, Velkin. My bad. Clyde, Tamara, Yasha, Susie waking up. Okay, so this guy here is going after G. This guy here is going to be on the owl. And this one gets to pick his targets. I'll figure that one out in a little bit. Alright, they move on forward. The owl flies down and starts attacking one of those. It's growling, so on and so forth. Owl, who can be anyone who wants to be the owl, rolled a hit. Velkin failed. Tamara, yes, though.
Since I'm the only one not playing 2 characters, I'll roll for the owl.
Go ahead.
19.
A 19 hits. You may dice 2 die 4.
2 and 4.
2, 6. Nice. The creature roars at it and swings its axe at it. I will roll for the monster versus this thing. And you all thought that was normal owl. The owl dives out of the way of that thing and continues to scratch at it. Anywho, Garrick, you draw forth your sword and the creature moves on in to go get at you. Let's see. This thing's still doing that there. Okay, they do the bite or headbutt respectively first, these do. So, Garrick, effective armor class right now. That's not going to hit. Still, though.
3 or 4?
4. Oh, that actually came pretty close. Yeah, Garrick, this thing tries to bite at you. You manage to duck out of the way at the last second. Horrible teeth gnashing, yellow. It's got tusks. It's nasty, this thing. Anyhow, let's see. The other one moves on in. At this point, Clyde, you're up. You may roll to hit. There are 3 of these creatures.
Oh, for the love of God.
Dice it.
93.
93? Huh. Hit ally, normal damage. Who's up? Garrick. Tamara's getting up. Yasha and Susie are getting up. Roll a d4.
2.
2. Okay, that will be dice your damage, please.
4.
Tamara, take 4 points of damage. On the plus side, you're up.
4, Tamara.
Yep. I'm sorry, that's how the dice rolled. Okay, moving on forward. Yeah, Clyde, hey, that drew that thing's attention, though. You'll be able to get your spear and shield out and into play for this round in just a minute. Let's see. Okay, Yasha, Darkness. I need to double check the casting time and consider that you've got the non-verbal version.
Dungeon I have a question. Darkness doesn't affect light, continual light zones, right?
No, it does. Okay, it's got that many segments.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, you're still working on that. Let's see. Crossbow done. Crossbow, spear, shield, and plate done. Tempting darkness done. Susie with the magic missiles. There are 3 targets. Please designate or I will assign at random.
Wait, was that it? It does or it doesn't?
It does.
So it's ruined.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Anywho, Dom, I will need you to designate which of the 3 you are targeting. Okay, I will assign randomly. You are attacking that one. Okay, 4 points of damage from the green shit as Clyde, a green missile, slams into the one that's charging over to get at you. You're still getting your stuff into play. You've got your shield out and you've got your spear. But it's going to attack before you do, due to reasons, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your effective armor class, Clyde?
Since I sleep in my chainmail, and I did get my shield up and into play, armor class 2, frontally.
Nice. Alright, it is attacking frontally. It misses. Okay, that's that thing's there. This thing tried to bite that, but it missed. Okay, that's the monster's first attack done. Garrick, you're done. You're just, doing the usual evasive maneuvers. Clyde gets an attack later. Yasha is attempting to darkness one of the creatures in the eyes. Owl is still attacking. Owl, why don't you roll to hit? And Tamara. Tamara, I assume you're moving to attack one of the things?
Yup.
Okay, you picking one, or am I assigning you at random?
Closest one to me.
Alright. Alright, you move to attack the closest one to you. Owl with the 16. Nice. Another 2d4, please.
That was me. My bad. I accidentally pressed enter too quickly.
Well, in that case, I will allow it for now, but we'll come back to you. Owl, I'm waiting for an attack roll.
Critical hit.
Dice percentage.
Op 1.
Op 1. Triple damage. 2d4.
2. And 2. For 4.
4 tripled 12. Ouch. Yeah, it bit this thing in one of the eyes or some shit, because ouch. Okay. 12 from that leaves it at that many things there. It does not need to system shock. Ooh, okay. 1 second. It's returning fire, and it just critted too. Okay, this is a slashing thing for sure. Okay, double damage for... this is a small critter. Ouch, okay. Well, they're both looking pretty nasty right now. Owl needs to system shock. Okay, it passes. Yeah, it passes, just barely though. Ouch. Actually, I need to check that really quick. No, it does not. Oof. Owl collapses and lays still on the ground, twitching. Well, I know what that thing's doing next round. Okay, let's see. So Tamara, at this point, we get to your attack. Tamara, you attack as a druid. Very simple. First level, druid. You rolled a... what? 16. Druid, first. 16. Hits. You may dice damage versus large, which is just a d4. Hey. Alright, you smack the one over by Clyde for 1. Alright. On the plus side, the party won't have to share XP with the giant owl, most likely. And hello, hello. Hey, Gina, welcome back.
Okay. Yeah, welcome back, man.
So let's see, that's Garrick done. Okay, Clyde, at this point, you'll be able to get your attack in. Warhammer done. Crossbow done. Crossbow.
13.
13. Clyde, what level do you attack at?
Second level fighter.
Fighter, second, 13 hits, dice damage. Oh, you were close, buddy.
For 9 hit points.
Nice. Okay, that brings it to that many. Clyde, it looks angry.
Of course it does.
And that being said, Yash is about to get darkness off, but they will, the monsters will get their second attacks here. Wow, Garrick, dice percentage, please. $84? Hit self, 1 to 2 damage. Someone roll a d2, please. Heyo! Alright, Garrick. The thing tries to swing at you, but you easily duck below that big old great axe, and it must have twisted its back or something. Alright, and the one attacking Clyde. That's another miss. Wow, these things... the highest they've rolled so far versus the party is an 8.
Excluding the owl.
No, the owl, that guy got critted, but the owl is not part of the party. Just collateral. Okay, that concludes the monsters things. Yasha, at this point, your darkness spell goes off. You never specified which one you were targeting, just that it was in the eyes. So, you're targeting that one over there, which is good for the party. Let's see if it makes its saving throw. It does not. That said, you are in the range of one of the continual light lanterns, and that will negate one of them. As for which one, the first one, that we'll figure out later. So, for a second, it's blind, and it rears on up as it was going to go stomp on the head of that thing, and screeches, and darkness, darkness, light, and, yeah. Good news is, Garrick, you opened up more than one of those things, so the party still has enough light to work off.
No, I only opened up 1.
Oh, that's right, you did. In that case, the party is plunged into darkness.
We have a fire.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Rain for it. Clyde, 10 XP. I'm stupid.
Thank you.
Alright, hold on. So that guy does get plunged into darkness, though, as the light was illuminating him. Clyde and Garrick, however, are within the firelight. Oofy. Alright. I think this covers everyone's actions for the round, unless I'm missing something. Round 2. Okay. Now, before this round officially begins, those of you that are still sleeping, it's been a lot of noise, you'll do perception checks, bonus of 2. That is Bellatrix, that is Velkin.
Bonus
Okay,
of
Garrick,
2.
keep in mind another one was attacking you. I'll obviously allow, you're trying to duck over there without it getting to you, but that's outside of the campfire light, and you're under attack. You sure you want to do that? Okay, you two pass, so you'll wake up at the start of this round and have half an action, essentially.
Okay.
So you both may edit yourselves appropriately. Garrick, again, as I've said about the thing with the owl.
I am aware.
Bellatrix crossbow. Velkin, you are awake at this time. You've passed your perception check. And Yasha Susi, I need your action. Duly noted, Velkin. Okay, Susie draws forth her bow. Yasha is throwing 2 daggers. Duly noted. Alright, party initiative, please.
Okay, I'll do it. 5.
You got your 5 in before Naomi got her 1. Congratulations on being slightly faster on the draw.
Well, I mean, the 1 actually showed up first.
I heard the 5 before I saw the 1 pop up. Would you like me to switch them out?
I mean, I saw the 1 before I heard the 5.
Yeah,
You're the
no, that's
dungeon master.
different masses there. I think I'll be nice to the party and stick with the 5 unless y'all really want. Okay, we have archery. That will go first. Bellatrix, you've got crossbow, which goes before everything, more or less. So yeah, Bellatrix, roll to hit.
I was checking to see what my penalty was. 13 at 3rd.
13 at 3rd. Let me check. Hits, dice damage.
4.
For 4. Nice. Okay, that puts him to there. Okay. Okay. Garrick going to attack the one on the owl. You have not changed your mind about that?
No, I have not changed my mind, Dungeon Master.
Okay. So we will get back to you in a moment then. Okay, Velkin grabbing short bow, slightly delayed. Susie already up, grabbing bow. Okay, Susie, you get your bow attack on first. You may roll to hit. Susie, you
Did
may
you say
roll.
you...
Yeah.
Susie, okay.
Yes. Susie, that hits dice damage. 5. Nicely done. Okay, so that's that thing there. Okay, not Yasha. Velkin, you're a little behind, but you will manage to get your bow up at this time. You may roll to hit. Yeah, Velkin, that's a no. over to Yasha's first dagger. Yasha, you may roll to hit. $16. Ooh. What level you attack as with that? First. That still hits dice damage. For 3. Nice. Okay. Okay, so at that point, that's done there. Okay, that is the party's ranged attacks for the round, other than second fire. Okay, I've got a Warhammer, I've got a going to help the owl, I've got stabby spear, and... Okay, Bellatrix, after your crossbow, what are you doing?
I thought that would be my only action.
You can, like, draw a weapon. Yeah, you're delayed, so firing the crossbow, it should be pre-initiative for most points, but in this case, because you're waking up to do it, you can draw a sword if that's what you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. That's you for the round.
Two-handing the bastard sword.
Two-handing the bastard sword. Duly noted. Okay, Garrick, let's start off with you. You are going to help the owl. Bad time to choose to help the owl. You are less than 6 feet tall, correct?
I'm 5'2".
Yes, this is important. You take 4 points of damage as the Minotaur headbutts you, and oh, fuck your head. Ow. Ring.
Okay.
Oh, my bad, not headbutt. That's a bite. My apologies. That's not 4. That's 8 points of damage. Rip. I
Alright.
think. Let me double check just to be sure. No, my bad. It is 4. I'm sorry. Apologies for the back and forth.
Okay.
Yep. But that being said, it didn't headbutt you a bit. Your head's a little too short for it to butt.
Oh.
Anywho, so that's that monster's first attack. We go over to Clyde. You're a big target. It picked you, but there's some other people here now too. That being said,
Yeah,
Clyde, that's a miss on you.
I'm the big 8-footer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're actually about as tall as they are.
I thought he
Anywho,
was 7.
something like that. Point being, that's a miss on Clyde. Okay, that concludes the monster's first attacks. Garrick, you're going out into the darkness, and oh, fuck, infravision needs to adjust. Alright, this will determine things later. For what it's worth, I need to check something. Nope, that thing follows you right into the darkness. The thing that was attacking you. Okay, this leaves the one on Clyde in the firelight, so everyone's attacks for that is going to be there. Bellatrix, are you remaining in the firelight, going after your brother?
Going after the one that went into the firelight.
Okay.
If I see it. I don't
Yep,
know if
you'll
I did
see
or
it.
not. Okay, then yeah, I'm going after that one.
Just to clarify, that's the one fighting Clyde, the one that's still in the firelight, as the other one has chased your brother out of it, it looks like.
And I'm going after the one that went into the firelight.
Okay. Attacking with Warhammer. Okay, Clyde, you get your stabby spear.
8. No, I don't think
Nope. Sorry. Okay. Done.
Okay.
Done.
so.
Velkin.
Since I think I'm done for the round, I'm going to go pee real quick. Y'all continue without me, please.
Tamara, you may roll to hit. 16. Hits. Dice damage. For 2. Haha. Alright, it's still up. Let's see. Shortbow, dagger, dagger. Shortbow, dagger, shortbow. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Party has an initiative of that versus that. Yash, I'm going to give you that last dagger. Susie and Velkin are going to have to wait for the end of the round to get their bow shot off. But yeah, Yasha, you can throw that dagger. Dice, percentage. Dice damage.
How does does he have a +4?
Strength and dexterity as it's a thrown weapon.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's throwing a dagger. I was thinking it was a basic attack.
5? Holy fuck. You throw the dagger and the creature twists almost out of the way, but you hit it just right in the back. And hit its neck or its spine or something. And it kind of drops to the ground, roaring in fury. Righto. That changes things. Okay, moving on to the monster's attack. What a time to fumble, you idiot. You're at that many hit points and you're on the ground, paralyzed from the waist down, and you fucking fumble.
Who fumbled?
Someone roll a d6.
I got it.
Fucking idiot Minotaur. The Minotaur kills itself with a fumble. GG party.
Which Minotaur? Which Minotaur?
The only one that was left in the campfire light at this point.
Oh,
The one that got
One that-
paralyzed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking hell, man. It still had an attack left, and it tried, and it hit itself and died, because it's fucking stupid, that's why. Right, party that's in the campfire light, which is everyone minus Garrick. There's a dead Minotaur in there. Party that's not... Okay, and Bellatrix, that's a good point. Party that's not in the campfire light, which is Bellatrix and Garrick, it's dark. Your eyes are still adjusting. Good news is the creatures don't seem to be doing too much better, but they have a thing. Oh, my bad. I almost fucked up there. That would have been bad. Anyhow, that one's dead. God damn, I can't believe it. That was fucking hysterical. Yeah, Garrick, something whooshes above your head ever so slightly. And your eyes adjusting. And then another thing from behind, you are... Oh wait, hold on, actually no. No, oh no. Clyde? You weren't snoozing, the light was on for a bit. Give me a perception check.
11 out of 15.
11 of 15, I'll allow it.
Okay.
They need a that to hit you, but your thing is there and they got a that. Ouch, they actually did hit you, fuck. Garrick, that will be 10 points of damage as something does crash into you from behind. Weapon
Okay.
crashing into body type deal.
Okay.
Alright, let's see, that deals with the monsters for the round, and Bellatrix Garrick, as the round is, mostly concluded, y'all will get your infravision mostly sorted. It's, hazy. There are 2 Minotaurs out here in the dark with you. That being said, everyone who had missile fire and such, there's the dead Minotaur in the campsite, but Susie, Velkin, it's dead. The thing cut its own back open, or so you think. If y'all want to change something, we'll allow some slight time for the new round 3 actions.
So Garrick doesn't get an attack?
So yeah, Garrick, you going to attack the one on the owl. That's a good point. You can roll to hit.
Is the owl in darkness now?
At this point, it's in darkness. There was a light stone shedding light. It is no longer.
Keyword there was.
So yeah, Garrick, retroactive, previous round
10
roll.
at 6.
10 at 6. Let me check that. Might just make it. 6th. 10. Hits. Dice damage.
These are over 8 feet tall, correct?
These are large.
19 points
19.
of damage to this motherfucker.
Yeah, it had 7 hit points left. It goes down. Hard. There's chunks of Minotaur flying everywhere. Okay. Tamara going into the darkness, Falcon doing the same. Clyde reloading. I need to know what Yasha, Susie, Bellatrix, and Garrick are doing. Bellatrix, Garrick, it's fleeing. You struck down 2 of its comrades when it expected to wipe the floor with you, the fucking owl. So y'all can go for parting shots if you'd like. If you want to chase this thing in the dark, let me know.
Very happy.
Alright, so parting shot type deal?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And I need to know what Yasha and Susie are doing. Yasha goes back to sleep. Susie memorizing for 45 minutes, pray for an hour. Okay, Yasha, you head back to your bedroll as Tamara and Velkin rush off into the darkness. Susie, you roll your shoulders and break out your spell book there. Clyde begins to reload his crossbow. Bellatrix Garrick, you are entitled to parting shots on this creature.
Bellatrix first. 5, that's a miss.
That's gonna miss, unfortunately.
Sure, I did edit.
I'll speak in chat
One.
once I get to you. 21 hits, dice damage.
14 points of damage.
14. Hot damn, that's a lot. It actually has more, though. 14 double becomes 28. That is not more than half its hit points. Alright, it continues to run. Are you chasing?
No.
No.
Going back to get the owl.
The creature is running, kind of going on all fours at points, scrambling away from you fast as it can. Now, the weird thing, Garrick, you can't find the owl. You're looking around, you're not seeing the heat source of an owl anywhere.
Aw.
Bellatrix, likewise.
Well, Garrick was doing it. Bellatrix
Well,
didn't.
there goes my idea.
So what is the party doing at
Bellatrix
this
is
time?
aware.
Clyde, you're reloaded.
Thank you.
Aiden, you're...
Bellatrix is,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bellatrix is aware that the light stone she had in the thing has went out, correct?
Yeah, Bellatrix, give me an intel check.
Well, I mean, she was awake when it went out.
Oh, was she? In that case, yeah, that's fairly obvious.
Okay.
Duly noted,
That's
Clyde.
fine.
Okay, so I got Clyde looking, Tamara Velkin going back to sleep, Susie beginning to do memorization and prayer.
Oh,
Susie, nothing like the middle of the night.
Clyde. Okay.
Okay. Garrick goes back to camp reloading crossbow. Garrick, you'll be reloaded. Bellatrix goes to wake up Yasha and begins berating her, telling her she is the second Lightstone. Okay, I'll let y'all roleplay that out, but reasonably, Yasha, it's hard to ignore someone yelling at you, so you'll probably catch an earful of that. Clyde, you get the torch and begin to slowly move on out and look for said owl. Yeah, the owl is gone. There isn't a corpse. There's blood. It might be the Minotaur blood, it might be the owl blood, but that thing's gone.
And of course, while berating Yasha, Bellatrix will also reload the clip. So.
Alright, it takes you a little bit longer because you're like looking up from the reload. It's like, you blah 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 blah, fill in the blank. How inconsiderate of you, I paid good money for those stones and they're not stoning me anymore, or something.
Okay, Dungeon Master, I'm gonna get some bandages, and I'm gonna go over to Tamara and find her wound and retrieve my crossbow bolt.
Okay. Tamara, you can get 1 hit point restored for binding wounds, but Clyde, I'm gonna be real here.
Okay,
That being said, you did
how much?
shoot them. Standard saving throw for the crossbow bolt. Garrick, you can bind your wounds. Hit point restored.
save. Now I gotta mark off another bandage.
So obviously everyone knows the Minotaurs. I've said their name a few times now. Anyone care to guess what the owl was?
It was a spirit owl.
Is that a thing?
No, my character doesn't know that.
I
Uh,
want to take a guess that has something to do with Vanellas.
That's an interesting idea.
I cannot think of the name, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Alright. Well, the owl will not get XP for tonight, which is good. The party will get XP for beating 2 of the 3 Minotaurs, as well as most of the XP for the 3rd Minotaur, because goddamn, that thing ran. It bitched out. Goddamn Minotaurs. They're 6+ hit die monsters. I expected them to kind of wipe the floor for the party, not gonna lie, hence why the owl was there. Although the owl I actually rolled up as a separate encounter earlier. It's how the dice rolled. I didn't plan this one out. Anywho, creature number 12 and creature number 8 removed from my table. Okay, waking up as Clyde binding my wounds, go over to Garrick, ask if he wants her to heal him. Velkin sleeping. Alright, allowed. Clyde, yeah.
There.
Yeah,
Typed it out.
you're good, Clyde. You got that. Okay. So
And
I got...
Dungeon Master, if I'm right, I only got 7 hours of sleep.
Yep.
Let's play a game. Guess which finger I'm holding up right now.
Uh-huh. The pointer finger up your nose.
Sure.
Who's offering healing?
Tamara.
Then he will agree.
Alright, Tamara, you can dice a Cure Light Wounds. Or whatever healing spell you're using. Oh yeah, Susie, there's been a bit of commotion going on. Give me a perception check. I believe that's a fail. Congratulations. Alright. You do not perceive the arguments between Yasha and Bellatrix, and you will continue to maintain your concentration. So, Tamara, it's still just a D8 for a Cure Light Wounds. 8, 4. Alright. Well, let me check for encounters. You never know. Maybe the Lucrata decide to return. Oh, that's interesting. The party...
4. Okay, so that gives me. Yes. Well, that doesn't make no sense. Hold up here.
4 more hit points.
30 divided by that. Oof. Ah, there we go. That makes more sense now. Thank you, Samara. Yeah.
Okay, I think I can do that. But that feels weak.
Any more Garrett before I go back to bed?
Go back to bed.
Alrighty, you have a good night. I'm gonna pray for my 2 spells back and then go back to bed.
Sweet. So I've got Susie, who is currently studying, then praying, and I've got Tamara praying. Garrick, you're going back on watch, and everyone else is going back to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Susie is praying and memorized. Wait, hold up. Susie, please put it in order for me. You know what? Let's make that easier. What are you studying / praying for? In what order?
Raised dead. Then limited wish. Then infect plague. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm.
Okay, and are you planning to pray for anything in that 10th level spell slot while you're at it?
Well, no, because I didn't get 14 hours of sleep, so I can't recharge on that one.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, Dom, before I can continue, I do need to know what your character is praying for in what order. This comes into play. Okay. And then 4 Cure Light Wounds after that. Duly noted. Let's see, you are a caster of that level. Hold up, couldn't you only have like 1 Shocking Grasp in memory per... Oh yeah, that's right, never mind. Brain fart. Oops. Just a moment, please. Actually, hold up a second. Bear with me here. Wasn't it 1 Shocking Grasp per level, or was it 2 per level?
It's
One per
half
two
your
level.
level.
Yeah, so, Susie, you can get those if you'd like. I'll just keep in mind that, you're in your sleep and you accidentally discharge it without realizing. I know, you used it before. I actually kind of blanked on that. Yeah, Shocking Grasp, cast, go back to memorize. Magic Missile, Cure Light Wounds. Duly noted. Okay, so, Yasha, you're deep in your book. Tamara, you're deep in your prayers. Clyde, not Clyde, Garrick, you're deep in your watch. Feels like it's about maybe 10, maybe 20 minutes later when you can give me a perception check. Garrick's got
11.
hot watch today. 11. Right. You perceive there is some noise to the northeast. It's kind of a shuffling noise, like, hard to say for sure.
From
A
which
thump
direction?
shift, northeast.
I don't think I have a lantern pointing that direction, and now I'm afraid to use it because it'll just get fucking ruined again.
So, what are you doing, Garrick?
Not
Thump.
ignoring it, but not going to investigate.
Alright. Thump. Shh. Thump. Shh. It's soft, it's quiet. You're, on patrol listening, hence why you picked it up when the others didn't. And you're waiting?
Yeah, hand on crossbow. Is it getting closer to me or further away?
It sounds like it's getting closer.
We'll face its direction, not giving it my back.
Okay.
Waiting. I should have my back to the fire, correct?
Uh-huh.
Then I'll allow my infravision to work its way in.
Okay. You give your infravision time to adjust. The magic user and druid keep on praying and studying respectively. The thump drag gets closer and closer, and right as your infravision starts to adjust, and you'll see this thing, it basically goes into the firelight. Good old movement rate. It is a skeleton of some kind. It's wrapped in these rags and shit. It's got these like armbands or something on its arms, and it has hair still. It might be a new thing. Seems relatively fresh, all things considered. The skeleton is walking slowly along, but it's dragging one of its legs behind it kind of limply, and it's moving kind of slowly because of that. Maybe a half of like your top movement speed without encumbrance type of deal. Anywho, the creature is moving towards you.
Crossbow, then attack.
Crossbow then attack, okay. There's no need for initiative here, as distance would be the thing. So, roll to hit. And at this point, Susie and Tamara can give me perception checks at...
Nope.
Oof, dice percentage. 53 on the crossbow fumble. 16 for Tamara, that makes it on the nose. Okay. And 53 on the crossbow. Weapon misloaded, Quarrel goes wild. Okay. Okay, so, I need the perception checks to be made by the people I said needed to make it. I'm going to give 10 seconds for that and then continue as if it was an auto-fail. Okay. Well, Yasha, you don't need the perception check here. Dom, I'm noticing you're probably drawn away by something else, or maybe you're tired, but try and be here, man. If you want to dip out, and I'll NPC you. Anywho, so Yasha, you do not get that 4. Susie with the 13 does pass, however. Both of you pass your perception checks, Tamara and Susie. As such, I will need you both to determine if you'd like to try and ignore whatever this thing is. You'll hear a thump, and I'll need to know if you're breaking off your spell/prayer to investigate or trying to ignore it, in which case a wisdom check is in order. Okay, duly noted. Can you quickly put in if you want to ignore or keep? All right. Susie, try and ignore it. Okay, I got you from here. Okay, Susie does make her wisdom check. She will ignore. Tamara, you stop praying, you break off the connection, and you look around. Oh, hot damn, yeah, there's that corpse thing, and Garrick just fired a crossbow, or something, because he's now dropping it, or letting it hang from a sling, whatever, and drawing forth his two-handed sword, moving to attack, correct?
Yes, it's on a string, or a cord
Alright.
and everything.
Well, you have reach. You may roll to hit.
13 at 6.
13 at 6. Give me a second to check the chart. Alright, Garrick. Your sword impacts against it and stops dead. Round 2. After it gets to attack you. God damn it, Grills. Okay, I need to check the matrix for that. Intelligence. Ooh, it is intelligent. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a couple of drags real quick.
Oof. Ouch. Okay, Garrick, full disclosure, this thing critted you for 15 points of damage.
Alright, I'm still up.
Uh-huh. Well, that's the thing. See, it got its hand around your throat and squeezed tightly. Its hand is still there.
I'm still up, Dungeon Master.
Yep, you're still up, and like you can keep wailing at it with your sword if you like. Yeah, that grip is locked. Alright, so at this point, that clunk is probably going to make some noise, so Bellatrix, Velkin, and Velkin can make perception checks. I'll check for Susie and Yasha here. Susie, yes. Yasha, no. Okay, Susie, I'm gonna keep you with the thing you did before and try and memorize. Pass, okay. So that keeps Susie and Yasha out of it. But I should be nice, shouldn't I? That was a loud clunk. I'll give it a D6. 1 means keep studying. 2 through 5 means trying to help. 5, okay, she's gonna get up. Okay, back to that. So Velkin wakes up for certain. Tamara, you're there. You got your hammer. Bellatrix is entitled to a perception check to, see this thing, hear it. Clyde is as well, but I think he went for a quick thing, so 4. Okay,
4.
Bellatrix, you'll wake up. I'll need an intel check from you.
Not 1.
Hot damn, Bellatrix, I'll message you something. But more than that,
Yes, you messaged me the most obvious thing.
yes.
Alright, I'm back.
You're do a perception check, Clyde.
Perfect 1.
Nice. Okay, Clyde, you're gonna wake up and see this. You don't have the heavy under crossbow, the rope of entanglement, or fire gout memorized, but I'll allow you to put in actual action.
Okay, so what do I see as I'm waking up?
Some type of undead, man-sized. It's got Garrick by the throat.
Does Beltrick identify which undead type this is?
That you're not certain of. It's rather, what's the frequency on it? Very rare. So, common knowledge it is not.
I'm gonna bag that, Mama.
Well, I had figured with being a Knight of Death, they would have pulled us some sun.
Oh, you know plenty of undead. You can tell the difference between a ghoul, ghast, and an agarat upon, proper intel check and shit. This, whatever it is, isn't covered. Or if it is, then you slept through that one. Even with perfect memory, you don't have everything.
So yeah,
Okay.
Dungeon Master, I'll get up, grab shield and spear, and hoof attack.
Alright, spear, shield, hoof, hoof. Tamara attacking. Vulcan turning undead. Clyde, hoof, hoof. Alright. Bellatrix, I'm waiting on your action. Otherwise, initiative.
She woke up like me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not seeing initiative or an update on the action. Mic check. Am I still here? Oh, there we go. Grabbing
Yeah.
torch, sticks in the fire, attempt to use it to set on fire while... Okay, you can't do both of those. You can try to channel the power of your god and turn undead, or you can try the torch thing. You're not going to be able to do them concurrently.
And I'll do the turn undead.
Alright, you're attempting turn undead. Duly noted. Okay, I'll need initiative for the party.
Lydia, I think Garrick's in the most danger.
5.
5. Party has initiative. Okay, Garrick, you attempt to drag, push, toss, roll, and this thing, it keeps constricting your throat. Take another 6 points of damage. And, oh, fuck. It's bad. Tamara, you're attacking. You may roll to hit with the Warhammer as you are going to be closest since you got a thing last round, but didn't get a proper attack. 4. Tamara, you strike it. It does not appear to have much of an effect. Bellatrix is turning undead. Vulcan turning undead. Clyde, you're charging on up there with that hoof hoof, and you can roll to hit twice.
10 and a 2.
10 and a 2, yeah. Both attacks hit, but don't seem to do much damage, Clyde. This thing must be made out of stone, how hard it is to kick it.
Okay.
Alright. In the meantime, Garrick, give me a strength check. Let's see if you can maneuver this thing. 14. Despite being undead of some kind and therefore much lighter weight than you with your exceptional, you're having trouble moving it where you want it to go. You're trying, though.
I mean, if it's attached to me, I should just be able to walk it backwards.
Well, it's fighting you. It's keeping you in place, or trying to at least. Now, you're stronger than it, but it rolled a 4 on its strength check.
It's choking Garrick, right?
Yeah. Alright, so, at this point, I have 2 turn undeads, as Dom's characters are out of it for the moment. So, let's start with Bellatrix. Roll a d20.
Okay.
Cleric Matrix for turning undead.
That one.
Nope. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry, my dude. That is such a nope. Bellatrix,
Well, I
you're...
mean, I was typing out something first.
Okay.
You wouldn't be someone else, but now it's already done.
Alright. In that case, Velkin, you may roll a d20 for your turn undead. $19! Velkin, what level are you? Second. Oh, Velkin, you just saved Garrick's life. Velkin, you bring forth your holy symbol and utter whatever words it is you choose. Please type them in character chat if you'd like for the RP. And the undead screeches, releases its grip on Garrick's throat. Garrick just sucking a breath of oxygen. Holy fuck, that hurt. And like the creature tries to shield itself with one hand, and it doesn't. It turns and begins to run. Party can take parting shots if they want. Or alternative actions. Alright. Velkin Tamara, Bellatrix and Garrick. Yeah. Okay. So I assume y'all are going to be clever about this. And Clyde, you'll bind wounds, and then Bellatrix Garrick will use lay on hands for the total of 13 back.
Is there even a wound to bind? You said it strangled me.
Realistically, there isn't, like, not a cutting thing to bandage it, but again, you're rubbing it sorely and tenderly, 1 hit point restored, you know, it's the nice thing to the players to let them get hit points back without needing a cleric so badly.
And yeah, obviously there's no wound for me to bind. He's doing it himself, but I'm like, hey, all right there.
Just deduct the bandage, and there you go.
And keeping Overwatch at this point, because, wow, shit. Our weapons did not hurt that thing.
Vulcan, as you finish your thing, there was the sound of a toad croaking. It croaked once, loudly, and then was silent.
And Garrick is just getting the shit beat out of him tonight.
Yeah, he is, Garrick. I'm sorry. Okay. Velkin, Tamara, I'll need to know what your actions for this round are, as I know what the others are. That's in-game chat. Looking for actions, but there he goes.
Okay.
Night, Shadows.
Good night, man.
Good night, Shadow.
Velkin, give me a wisdom check. $13. That should pass. Velkin, you are a cleric of Quintus, are you not? Yes. Quintus's holy animal is the toad. It is likely that was his sign of approval as you channeled his powers very efficiently and drove off the undead.
I feel like my god is just disappointed in me.
I'm sorry, Bellatrix, you rolled a 1. Anywho, Tamara, you can do the, yes, I am, and awesome. Alright, Tamara, you can do the 1d8 for the healing for Garrick. Now, keep in mind, you didn't get any back, so if you don't have that spell, you're gonna have to pray for it first. Like, y'all were interrupted in the first 9 or so minutes of spells. Velkin, there is...
only with 1 left.
Alright. Velkin, there is no toad. You heard it, but you didn't see it.
Okay. Well, I thought I would be able to see it and be like, thank you.
I mean, you can still have said thing in mind and, you know, bow to the air in general. All praise the brown toad. 4. Anyhow, let's see. So I think that covers everything there. New. Okay, so I've got Tamara praying for spells back once again. I've got Velkin, you know, thanking their god. And, yeah. Yasha continues to sleep. Susie continues to, words. Susie continues to study. Garrick, you got healed by Tamara, as well as, you know, Clyde, yourself, Bellatrix, the Leons, and so forth.
But I meant, like, the other healing.
Just geared, go back to sleep, duly noted. And Bellatrix taking watch early, duly noted.
Dungeon Master Garrick will pick up his sword if he had dropped it when he was being strangled.
I reasonably should have given you like a wisdom check to maintain hold a weapon, but you get it one way or the other.
Well, I mean, if someone's strangling, your hands are going through their hands to try and pry them away.
Most likely, yeah. Anywho, so, yeah. Bellatrix takes watch. Clyde adjusts gear and go back to sleep. Tamara, you're back on spells. Velkin, after you say thank you to your god, are you going back to sleep? Yes, okay. Allow me to keep up with time here. It should be about that time. I should do it. I really shouldn't, but I will. I mean, it doesn't matter if I do it or not.
What the? Who's playing Sky Client?
I think that's just an idle thingy. Anyhow,
What?
Yeah, if you float over where it says campaign voice, it says campaign voice 1 playing a game, Sky Client.
anyhow, where was we? Where was we indeed? So, Bellatrix, you take up watch. Garrick, you go back to sleep. Clyde, you go to sleep. Velkin, after you're done thanking God, you go back to sleep. Tamara goes back to spells. Susie's still on spells. Yasha's still asleep. And at this point, about half an hour, give or take, passes. Bellatrix, I'll need a perception check.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
No. Alright. You'll get another one a little bit later. But first, Tamara, you're entitled to one at a penalty of 4, as you are, trying to study. Well, pray.
That's a D20 plus 4.
Ten. Haha. Yes, Tamara, you hear a noise. You're not sure what you heard just yet because you're trying to focus. Do you wish to break your... at this point, you'd have gotten the first spell back and you're getting started on the second one? My bad, hold on. Actually, I need to do math. Scratch that. You're almost done with your first spell. You'll keep trying to study. In that case, wisdom check. Yeah, you pass. Okay. You continue trying to study. Bellatrix, I'll need another perception check. Yeah. So, Bellatrix, as you're patrolling around, you see something enter the campfire from the, campsite from the north. It is a skeleton. It's the same one from before. New. It is shambling towards the party. Yes, the boys are back in town. Okay. Velkin, Tamara, sleeping that. Okay, Bellatrix, you didn't say if you were saying or not, so I'm giving it at a normal volume of fuck this shit. As such, Tamara, you're entitled to a perception check at a penalty of 4, and everyone else is entitled to a perception check at a penalty of 2. I'm not going to roll for Yasha Susie, as, yeah. Maybe I will. I'll consider that. Alright, Clyde, you pass. Tamara, once again, you're hearing some distraction. You haven't gotten that spell back. You're close. Wisdom check. Okay, you're just going to keep ignoring. I'll let you keep ignoring. GG for RP. Garrick, you're also entitled to a perception check. That was for Velkin. Oh, okay, my bad. Velkin, you're aware. The bomb.
So there's a penalty, correct?
Yeah, penalty of 2. That being said, you make it handily.
So I can change what Garrett is
Yes.
doing?
It will be slightly delayed, of course, as you're hearing your sister waking up, rolling, yawning. Oh, fuck! Clyde, likewise, you can change.
Thank you.
It's delayed. And yeah, Tamara, I'll need to know if you're breaking off that spell you're still working on.
Not at this time.
All
Not
right.
till I get my at least one spell back.
All right, wisdom check, please.
If it would let me click it. 15.
15, you make your wisdom check. That's you for this round. Okay. Spear and new shield attack. Rushing to the fire, picking up a flaming log, attacking with it. I will accept the burn damage. Okay. Grabbing torch, sticking it to the fire, attacks the thing. Attacking with short sword. Shield and spear, attack. Clyde, are you charging up ahead of everyone else or going with them?
Dungeon Master, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you only cast Turn Undead once per day?
No, you, Velkin, you can do it once per turn, which is every 10 minutes. You can do it again.
I was just curious.
Yeah, I will take point, Dungeon Master.
Alright, Clyde, moving on up to take point, haha. Okay, Bellatrix, however, is first in the sense of fuck this shit and grab the thing and fire, hot, 3 points of damage. That being said, you're working through the pain and the burns and so forth, and probably screaming at the top of your lungs is dice initiative.
Lydia.
4.
4, okay, you don't have initiative as such a thing. Well, not attack first because you're using a club and it isn't. That being said, this does come into things. Okay. Club equivalency is normally a that, but it's a mundane club, but it has fire. Anywho, riddle hit. $13, you strike it
11.
successfully. 11, because yeah, that's right. Anywho, give me a d4. 3. Okie dokie. You strike it, and the creature takes some burning damage from the flaming stuff, and so forth. Same as you did, in fact. Yay. Anywho, it's still up. It does try to attack you. Let's see. Your armor class is there. That's a miss.
Question, did it catch on fire?
It's on fire the same way that your hand's on fire. You know, we're calling it okay. The damage you'll take from that is that. So, it took 3. You took 3. You can hit it again, and it'll do more damage. If it's, you know. Alright, so that's
but it
you.
Did hit,
that's
though.
it. Yep, you struck it. Okay, Clyde, you move on up there with that spear and shield of yours. You can roll to hit.
That shiny new spear. 12.
12 as a Clyde. That should hit. Let me check. Just making sure. Clyde at second, 12.
Second, 12.
Hits, well, clunk.
No damage.
No damage.
Shit.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's that done. Garrick, you get that torch lit and you'll move on up. You'll get a slightly delayed attack. You can roll to hit. Welcome back, Yasa Sushi. Sushi. Sushi.
20.
Sushi.
Okay, that hits. You can give me a d4.
Does my exceptional strength also play into it?
Not really. This is the burning that's hurting it, not your strength.
Then 4, then.
Nicely done. Alright, you know, burning that skeleton. Hey, Yasha, you can give me a perception check. And Susie, you can give me a perception check penalty of 4 as you're in the middle of spell work.
Dungeon Master.
Hey, Gino. Yes.
Can you roll for me when it's my turn and it's just on the attack? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay,
I'm not
go to the
if I'm gonna
bathroom.
be back in time.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yasha, yes. Susie, no. Okay.
13 plus 4.
Say again?
That was 13 plus 4. I ain't making shit.
Yep.
With that.
Which is good. Susie, you're in the work in your spell work. Yasha, you awaken. The party is fighting some skeleton-looking fucker over in the north end of the encampment. Bellatrix, Garrick, and Clyde are up there. Clyde just yelled out, "Shit!" And yeah, good times. Velkin, you're up there. You can roll to hit with that short sword. Velkin, you strike it solidly, but it's not doing anything. That was a solid hit. You're certain it should have done shit, but no, nothing. Okay, so let's see. Garrick, let's grab it. Let's roast some bones. Okay, let's see. So yeah, Yasha, you'll have an option next round, and Susu and Stuff will have options next round in round 2. Okay. Bellatrix, Garrick are probably going to go for their torch attacks, all things considered, Clyde. I'm not sure. They tend to be very independent, sometimes not as cooperative with what you want to do, so I'm going to give them their normal attacks unless they come back and change their minds.
Okay, but the creature does appear to be attacking Garrick, right?
Bellatrix.
Bellatrix? Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
I'm back.
Alright. See in character chat, Hayden?
Okay.
Okay. Tamara, you are currently working on your spells. If you wish to stop, first you'll need to first we'll need the perception check to see if he's continued to perceive the combat, and then we'll need, other stuff. But one thing at a time. Don't forget to enter for Velkin, and I'll wait for Bellatrix Garrick. Attempt to help and get Clyde grapple this thing, throw it into the fire. Susie spell work. Okay, Susie, give me a perception check.
That's a natural 20.
Susie, you are oblivious. Velkin, thinking how to kill this thing. Okay, Tamara, you're trying to focus on your praying?
Yes, because she really needs to get those back.
Okay, in that case, give me a perception check. Nine. Okay, you'll need to give me a wisdom check as you do perceive there's noise, but you're trying to... What the fuck are they doing? Oof. Tamara, your concentration is broken. And, yeah, it's too much. Too much shit. You look up and, oh, hey, things are happening. You will get an action later on in the round.
Then I will edit her actions.
Okay. Trying to grab it and drag it towards the fire. B and G, smack it again, smack it again. Oakley dokley. Let's see an initiative party.
Who wants to roll with?
I'll do it. 4.
4. Alright. Let's see, okay. Let's start at the top. And by top, I mean bottom. Bellatrix, you can roll to hit the smack. $18 hits, you can give me a D4 for the burn. Hey, 1 point of damage. Garrick, you're up next. You can roll to hit. That's a percentile die roll, please. 34. I'll need to check that one. Miss. 34. Miss off balance penalty. 6 to AC, no dex bonus to AC, forfeit next attack. Well, you're lucky it's on your sister and not you, otherwise that would have made things different. Anyhow. Clyde, you can roll to hit to grab the creature.
Yeah.
Alright.
3.
Okay.
I don't
3.
think so.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, that's too low. You fail to get a proper grip on the thing as it continues to swing at Bellatrix. Tamara, you grab your warhammer and looking to get a headshot. There's a few people over there by now, but you should be able to squeeze on in, being a dwarf and all. Yasha, get up, attempting to help Clyde grapple this thing to throw it into the fire. Okay, Yasha, you'll get on up there towards the end of the round. Give me a roll to hit. Let's see if you can get a hand on it.
That is a unnatural 20.
You will successfully get a hand on it, and this will allow you to possibly move it around starting next round. Hey, Bellatrix, good news. It's no longer targeting you. Yasha, bad news. It's targeting you.
Okay.
Tamara, you have a chance to get that headshot in, though. $12. Yeah, no, Tamara, that's a miss. Round 3. Yasha, what is your armor class? I'm hearing very faintly a 4?
4.
Okay.
Is this a skeleton?
Yes.
It is skeletal. Falcon turning the undead.
Like, I mean, it's just a skeleton, though.
It's wrapped in various cloths and such. It might have been proper clothing at one point. It has hair growing out of the scalp still. It might be a new skeleton.
So is any of the cloth around its rib cage like burnt away? Like,
Oh yeah, no, y'all are burning the fuck out of it. Anyway, I will need initiative from the party.
No, I did it last time. Somebody else gets a turn. In fact, it ought to be Yasha rolling since. Okay, we got a 4.
Sweet! Party, tied initiative. Alright, Yasha and Susie, I still need their actions, however. I thought they had them. Rip. Okay. Yasha direct to fire, Susie spellwork. Okay, Susie, give me a perception check.
Alright, hold on, I have to step away from my face for a second.
Okay.
That's a 6. So yeah.
Alright, give me a wisdom check if you wish to try and maintain your concentration. There's some noisy fuckers tonight, let me tell you.
Wisdom check was a 11 with a wisdom of 19.
Yep, you pass. Okay, so you continue with your spell work. Okay, let's see, I got a writing himself, done. Casting turn undead later. Grab a wrist pull, getting even more pissed trying for a headshot again. And, okay. Let's start at the top with Yasha trying to drag to the fire. Okay, you get a grip. It hits you, and its fingers close around your throat, dealing 5 points of damage. That being said, you can try and give me a strength check to drag it.
Oh.
Clyde? Yeah. Oh, in that case, I'll need the system shock.
$32.
32, you successfully pass your system shock. I just realized I almost forgot something.
I have a feeling that these are mummies.
Oh, I almost forgot this. Alright, anyhow, maybe I won't give it to them. Anyways.
no, if it was mummy, you'd be doing saving throws.
Yep. Anywho, so yeah, you can give me that strength check, and Clyde, you can roll to hit.
That is a natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay, Clyde, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 13 without any modifiers.
Without any modifiers. Okay, Clyde, that's a hit. You've grabbed a wrist. You're pulling, give me a strength check. You add bonuses, you're a centaur, for fuck's sake.
I rolled a 4 for my strength check.
Okay. Bellatrix, you can attempt to lodge the log in its ribcage. Roll to hit.
And while you're handling those other rolls, I'm gonna go pee.
It's not letting me open up the dice channel.
I love it when it does that.
9, thank you, Master.
A 9. At your level hits. Give me a d4 for the burn damage.
3.
3. Question?
No, never mind. I was just gonna ask, since it's grappled someone, is it stationary?
Oh, pretty much. You missed it on a 1, pretty much. Anywho, your thing stays in for the most part. Garrick, you right yourself. Tamara, there's a lot of people on it. You sure you want to go for that headshot? If so, roll to hit. Not. Yep, no, I'm sorry, Tamara. That's hard to hit. Okay, so at this point, the party is grabbing and dragging and pulling, and this thing ain't resisting. Velkin, give me a d20 for your turn undead. Holy fuck. Okay.
20?
Nat goddamn 20. Alright, Yasha, the thing lets go of your throat, and if undead could screech while being led to a burning pyre, they would. It is desperately trying to wiggle out of everyone's hands, but too many people have a hand on it. It can't get out. As such, y'all will manage to cart it over to the fire. The party is unceremoniously dumping the thing in and trying to keep it in the fire.
Yep.
Alright. Give me a d20 for the combined party. Roll to hit. Who?
Are we doing
18.
individual or?
No, just someone give me a d20 for the combined effort.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, okay. Well,
God
he
damn
already
it.
said it then.
He did already say it. I will allow it. Anyway, y'all toss it into the fire. Someone give me a 2d6.
Let's roll it.
Hey, it didn't have those hit points. The creature shrieks loudly as y'all throw it into the fire and burns, and it tries to get out, and its undead husk is dragging its leg, trying to go as far away from Velkin as possible, but then it collapses as its body burns, melting the snow underneath it.
Okay.
Uh,
What I missed.
log still lodged in it. We killed it.
Okay. Then I guess I don't need to throw it over the fire.
No, that's
oh no, we
what they
already
did.
did that.
I did that for
Oh.
you, girls, just real quick.
Oh, okay, thanks.
This unforsaken piece of his music virus.
But
Uh.
might grab it. He writes himself. Drag the fire. Yes.
Too many
Okay.
people were dragging it. It actually tried to evade because a successful turn made it like, instead of trying to choke this person, I'm trying to run, but y'all had it at that point. It's a skeleton. It can only do so much. One-on-one, absolutely. Except maybe against Clyde. Clyde, you'd have like a bonus of 6 or 8 to your strength check. You're part horse, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, GG party.
Right.
That being said, I bet they were. So, I have entered in a new. The creature is dead. Long live the creature. Actually, it was dead to begin with. It's more dead.
I knew it. I knew what it was.
So yes, those of you keeping track, those were coffer corpses. Well, that was a
I'm
coffer
quite
corpse.
confused because those are typically only in vault.
Yeah, I decided when I rolled it up, fuck it, why not? I'll make it a landborn thing. I took away the fear thing where it takes 6 points of damage and pretends to die, then pops back up and makes everyone run away in fear. And by took it away, I mean I totally didn't just forget about that and then decide to remove it. No, not at all.
Coffer corpse. Got it.
Those
Susie,
are typically
spell
only
work,
found
okay.
in the desert. So.
The frigid wastelands of Denalia.
Denalia.
Okay, let's see.
Anywho, I got to play my lovely The Boys Are Back in Town gag all the way from back when. I thought that was fucking hysterical. Alright, Clyde, all the heads seem to be there in various states.
Okay.
Yasha going back to sleep. Susie spell work. Yeah, okay, yeah. Bellatrix, as part of Binding Wounds, you're trying to heal the burns like that. 1 hit point restored.
Pardon.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. So, I've got spell work still going on. Let's see. I need to check really quickly the thing here with Susie.
Was a lot better. We need more people like this at the gym.
Where is Susie's spell list? BRB. Where the hell is it?
Do you want me to send it again?
Yeah, I'm looking for it, trying to figure out where you are. Just, okay. On Shock and Cast, done. Go back to memorize. Second magic missile you were in the process of. You will get that. You will get that next magic missile, as well as the 4 Cure Light Wounds.
So I'm fully stocked
Mhm.
up now.
Tamara,
Don't
you will
skip
get
that.
2 Cure Light Wounds back. Are you going for a third one? Or do you...
Actually, hold on, I need to change Yasha's thing.
So I'll need to know about Tamara if she's going for a third slot. I forget if she has or not. Huh. Uh-huh. That's got to be a monster manual too then, because the Fiend Folio doesn't go that far. There it is. I'm gonna re-roll that and get rid of these. I can never use these. Already used that. Oh! Okay. Okay. Bellatrix, you're going for 2 hours?
Yes.
Okay. Velkin, I need to know if you're still doing spells, or after you get your 2 Cure Light Wounds, are you done?
Not bad.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything from Tamara. Guys, am I missing it?
I don't think so.
Alright, Tamara.
Ed, you there?
Yeah, I need to know if you're going for a third spell or if you're done. I'm not sure where you're at now. Alright, without further info, in a few seconds, I am going to declare that Tamara, after getting her second spell, yawns and goes back to sleep. Because I am trying to be nice. For all I know, that was the plan anyways. Let it not be said I didn't try. Anywho, so that leaves me with Bellatrix on watch, as Susie and Tamara have gone back to sleep. Yasha's back to sleep, Velkin's back to sleep, Clyde is back to sleep, and Garrick is back to sleep.
I did edit Yasha's thing.
Oh? Yasha, lay on hands, and then ask for healing. Okay, Yasha, you get the hit points for lay on hands, and then as far as asking for healing, Susie is in the middle of spell work, as is Tamara. Velkin appears to be AFK, so I get the feeling, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait, buddy. Unless someone has a healer that they can do.
Dungeon Master, I'll cast Cure Serious Wounds on.
Alright. Sadly, your Centurion, yes, your Centaur magic resistance prevents it from working.
My spell failed again. Damn it.
Yep. One moment, please. Anyhow, I'll need a round of perception checks in the party. Bellatrix, you're at +2. It will have been a couple hours since the coffer corpse has been dealt
Is this
with.
a penalty or a bonus?
This is a bonus of 2 for you, Bellatrix. Everyone else is at normal.
3, Dungeon Master.
Okay.
Garrett got a 17, so he's sleeping soundly.
Oh, Velkin and Tamara are here. Naomi, if you're talking, then I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted.
Just got back, okay. In that case, I will try and rectify this. Okay, Velkin, before you went back to sleep, Yasha was asking about healing. Tamara, you're in the middle of your spell work, and thus you failed that. Now, Tamara, later on, you're going to get your second Cure Light Wounds back. Can you go for a third, and if so, are you?
Chips do I have in here? Wow, I have not even opened these M&Ms. I gotta finish the other ones off first.
You have an open M&M.
Still
It's
praying, okay.
the crunchy M&Ms, but I've got this jug of peanut M&Ms.
No, I was talking about M&M. Yes.
Yes, okay, Velkin, you can cast a Cure Light Wounds on Yasha. For 2. Haha. Yasha, you can
Thank you,
update
Master.
your...
Oh, go ahead, Dom.
I just said I'm almost full. If I may just say out of character, Yasha's
No.
HP, so...
No.
Okay.
No. Triage exists for a reason. That being said, it's another one on top of that. Is your triage at 100 after that?
Yep.
Okay. Velkin, are you praying for those spells back? He's got to wait till morning. Okay, your brain's mush then. Actually, you did get like 7 hours of continual rest. You should be able to at this point.
Just to correct you, Tamara was doing the healing, that's why she's praying. Velkin already did his prayers before we set out when we were at the inn and got them back. He never healed anybody since we started getting encounters.
Okay, so Velkin was the person who healed Yasha, correct?
Yes, because Tamara is praying.
Yes, so Velkin, upon completing your healing, are you praying for those spells back?
He is going to wait till morning, like I said, and out of character.
Okay, duly noted.
Dungeon Master,
Yes.
might I make a request?
Go ahead.
We pause session here. I'm finding it hard to keep my eyes open.
Oh, don't worry. This will keep you awake. Now, we can call session here if everyone would like, but let me just do one quick non-encounter.
Okay.
So for those of you that made the perception checks that I just had, which those of you doing spells got your spells back, as I said, and Susie, you did cast the, not Burning Hands, Shocking Grasp successfully. Those of you that passed it will perceive the sound of large wing beats, creating small, pressure thuds and so forth, and maybe a squawk in the sky, but less of a squawk, more of a roar. Anyway,
Kind of like that, but a little different.
deeper, yes, more terrifying, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Clyde, you feel some deep instinctive fear and look around for the closest tree to hide under, but the foliage is pretty thick around the party as it stands, so whatever it is flies around for a bit, but does not attack.
The Dungeon Master, I failed my perception. I failed my perception.
In that case, Clyde, your dreams are filled with rocks. Not the fun
Okay.
kind that you throw at people. The not fun kind that snatches you up and carries you to the mountains to eat.
Yeah.
And the rest of the night passes without encounter. As such, party, it will be day 335. Here. Day 335, not 55. Comma, party wakes after a not so restful night. End of session. Bloop. And we're done.